Hello and welcome everybody to session 30 of Descent into Avernus. I apologize, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty starting up, but we're going to go ahead and get started with the recap. Does anybody want to take the recap for this week?
And
Okay.
you guys got to quit leaving it up to me.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my tokens. They have broken symbols in Roll20, sorry.
Are you going to take this one today, or?
All
All right.
right.
If not, then I am.
Alex is like, I shall do this.
So the party, were on our way westerdly. There we go. Good enough. Came across this essentially giant bug zapper for demons, kind of figuring out what's going on here. Uh, Derek was getting some companion vibes off of this, so that really made us want to go investigate and realize that this sphere that was sending out these laser powers is in fact a contained unicorn. Through some means, not entirely sure yet, but it seems that these type of contraptions are the result of Bell and his forge. We discovered that through Ralzala, the Dao, who I believe is a Earth elemental. Uh, so far, seems like a great character. Lots of fun there. So he was recommending if perhaps we could help him with his contract. Um, you know, he could help us scratch his back, he scratches ours. So yet another reason to go into the woods, besides of course trying to find information on Smiler, was Red Ruth, who is the hag in the middle of the in these shambles. So we went through some maze like branches, had some shambling vines attacking us, had a speedster who seems to be there for Ruth as well. And after some back and forth parlays, kind of speeded off. And I think pretty much the last thing we left off was probably very center of the forest, thinking we're finding our way. But then these four spoopy sounding lady apparitions appeared before us.
Yes, thank you. Please gain inspiration, Derek, as
Yeah.
these strange ethereal creatures appear from the walls of the bones and forest, and they say, remind us of the wonders of life. And they have their hands reached out to you. Eldrin, what would you like to do?
Um,
We also don't have Lulu involved.
Oh, I always forget. No, I should just do it. You're the one that always reminds me. I
that's
appreciate it.
true.
Oh wow, it rolled and it auto. She was the lowest initiative, so it perfectly put her at the end. I didn't even have to resort. Perfect is that.
What were they saying again?
They kind of emerged with their hands outstretched, and they said, they all said it kind of simultaneously in a ghostly voice. Uh, remind us of the wonders of life.
Oh wow. Um, I guess I will disengage.
Okay. Also, Eldrin,
Uh,
give
yes.
me a nature check, as two of these things are right next to you.
Right.
A free check for something.
Okay. Okay. So 19.
Yeah, These things are so ghosts kind of commonly look like the thing that they were previously in life. Commonly, right? Like when you see a ghost of a person, be like, "Oh, that's the ghost of Bob. I knew Bob." Um, the ghosts of these creatures seems to be remind you of a type of creature you had seen before in the past, perhaps. You can't put your finger on it, but you think that these are the spirits or ghosts or something of dryads.
Dryads.
Yeah, they're what you know about dryads is you know that they are a folk that commonly live in forests, and they are generally people that can live within trees. They are actually spirits of trees very commonly. Um, they're very reclusive, and they have the appearance of a beautiful woman. Um, they can they could literally kind of quote unquote like possess a tree, move through them, and they can speak with plants and animals.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Um, is it 10 feet for this thing? Let me check. Give me a sec. Where do I have that ability? Okay.
Good old Fey presence.
Is it possible for me to be here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so I would like to disengage up to here and activate my Fey presence.
Okay.
And I'll be choose to do a charm. I think. The thing, right?
I think you could choose between charmed or frightened. Up to you.
Yes. So we'll do charmed.
Okay. You activate your Fey presence. Nothing needs to happen.
Okay. I guess I would try to speak up and say, what do you want us to show you?
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Hey. This thing gets close to you, Eldrin,
Mm-hmm.
and it says same thing that it said before. Remind us of the wonders of life. And it has its hands outstretched to you, but it doesn't seem to attack you. Derek.
I I'm going to hold my position. I guess kind of facing these the three that are around me. I extend my hand outward with my palm facing up, and I'm going to cast prestidigit. Yeah, I guess I still would do that. I'm going to cast prestidigitation
Okay.
and say, do you remember the beauty of life? And kind of from my hand, a little twig leaf kind of thing, you know, springs up all like a root and a single leaf, just poof.
Okay.
And then I like just and throw it off into the wind.
Okay. You done, Derek?
That's all I have.
Okay. Edmund, what do you do?
Ghosts bad.
Let's see how Edmund ruins things. The adventure. Or is he taking the right course? Only time will tell.
see people not attacking.
Do what feels right, Edmund.
Do what feels right, Edmund.
If you ready a spell and the spell doesn't go off, you lose it. But if you ready a ability, like a class ability, you don't lose that, right? If it doesn't go off.
You would not lose it.
Cool. Then I will. Yeah, I'll ready my Channel Divinity Sacred Weapon, or if they attack anyone in our party.
Okay.
Ah.
The quote-unquote Banshee block. They're Banshees, by the way. You hear a whisper in your ear, Derek, as this creature reaches out to touch you. And before it touches you, the ghastly appearance that it had before, like this twisted, evil spirit look, becomes a lot less menacing, and it resembles a very beautiful female. And it whispers to you as its hand, just before it touches your face, whispers in your ear, "Thank you," and it just disappears. And all the other ones disappear in suit. And that's what happens.
Wow.
Turn to everyone, shrug, and go like, y'all saw that, right? Like, what just happened?
I have zero idea.
That was a neat trick with the illusion.
Yeah. If you didn't already have inspiration, I would have given you inspiration. Yep. All you had to do was do something that reminded them of life, guys. Well done. Well done, Derek, specifically. And actually, Eldrin, for not taking an openly aggressive action and holding back.
I figure if I did a more fair type of situation, they might sympathize with me.
Yeah, they basically didn't realize they're specifically trying to do something. The options that the book gives you are really weird that I can't imagine the players doing. They were like, the player tries to kiss them or something. I'm just like, Jesus, what the hell? Yeah, banshees are scary. Do you guys know what banshees do out of curiosity?
A little bit, not much.
They all have this 1 per day ability where they can wail. And it's a very low DC, but if you fail your saving throw against this whale, you immediately drop to 0 hit points.
You die too, right? Don't you?
You don't straight up die, but you are dying. You're at 0 hit points.
Gotcha.
Worries?
For fuck.
No, there's someone else in the
Hey,
panel.
there he is! My
Someone
dude.
broke the antenna on my router, so.
Oh, my rage! I'd be freaking furious. Alright, let me turn back on cameras. Thank you for joining. You just witnessed the end of a combat encounter. Where there's actually no combat. The party did good. They pseudo-negotiated with the spirits of restless dryads. Just wanted to be reminded of the wonders of life. And Derek presented them with a prestidigitation of seems to be like a sprout. And that satisfied the creatures, and they all vanished.
Nice!
That was a very deadly encounter if you guys took offensive actions. I was actually terrified. Like, please don't try to turn undead, they're immune to fear and charm. Like, please don't. But yeah, you guys did really good. Good job. Alright, it has grown extremely quiet around you. What would you like to do?
Go back to our happy trails of looking for stuff.
I hope you all remember the direction you took so you don't get lost in this maze.
Luckily, our characters will, because Derek has been leaving behind pieces of paper.
Da-ba-da.
Big true.
So go back this way. I think That's a dead end too.
You did it. I'm going the wrong way. Come
I was
back.
going to say,
Like, oh, there it is.
Derek's hopping around like, dude.
I do not.
Okay, yeah, hold on. I'll retext to you.
I feel that's like Edmund way back with all those cultists. Like, let me get in battle. The opposite way.
Oh God, let's not remember that day.
Oh, that was a dark day indeed. Alright, a cave-like hovel lies at the center of the maze. Hundreds of bones and body parts hang from twine from the entrance. The ceiling is strung with garland made of bloody entrails. The air buzzes with flies. As you approach, Edmund, you see something that was in the corner kind of turn from their task and kind of move into your vision and notice you. It seems to be some sort of demonic-looking creature of some sort. Fiendish, terrifying creature. Since you can see, go ahead and give me a, do you have a knowledge, are you trained in religion?
I'm that guy.
You're that guy. I will remember this.
I took intimidation over it, and I regret it from day I won't say day 1, but day 2.
So Kenny, to give you some perspective on that character I was telling you about, I even took knowledge in boats and navigation and cartography. That's how dedicated I was to the cause. And you're not even taking training in religion. Unacceptable. Unacceptable indeed.
If it makes you feel any better, I feel great shame and I regret it.
Okay, it does actually. The creature turns and notices you. This creature, it looks very strange. So you think you've seen something similar. She actually looks very similar to Mad Maggie in a way. And you immediately notice from the creature's neck there are several skulls lined from a necklace. And they appear to be the skulls of either small humanoids or perhaps children. And your fears are kind of, I guess, justified in regards to it possibly being children, as they seem to be all in a low volume. You could hear it uttering nursery rhymes in a really low volume in different languages.
Nope.
It's really spoopy. Like the head, you could see like the skull's teeth, like jaw actually opening and closing on each of these skulls.
Nope.
And she turns to you and says, "Ah, welcome. What can I do for you?"
Eldrin!
Wait, why are you Eldrining?
Wait, why? This has nothing to do with me. I got my thing. Maybe more of a Derek conversation, I think.
Yeah, I suppose I'm a little more. I'll be walking up at this point.
I thought this was the person that that Eldrin was looking for some reason.
No, we already talked to the little guy.
Yeah. Oh, this is who the little guy was trying to find.
This is the.
I'm assuming anyway.
Well, I know I'm a looker, but you don't have to stand there with your mouth open, sweetie. What can I do for you?
Edmund literally just puts his hand on his sword and goes, and he like kind of looks back at like the party. He's like, "Can kill."
No!
I put a hand.
I put my hand up on his hip.
Like he's confused by the last interaction we just had and doesn't know.
I'll kind of like try to hold my hand up to, calm Edmund, and then I'll do my introductions, name and bow, and ask, "Are you Red Ruth of this forest?"
Ah, I do see customers. That's the only reason you would know my name. You're here for business, aren't you? Yes, I am Red Ruth. And she bows. The skulls kind of clatter against each other as she does so. Saying things like, "the itsy bitsy spider." Like, it's creepy. spoopy child, and it's all different languages. Like, if any of you speak like Elvish, Dwarvish, like just different languages simultaneously. Little heads, there's several of them, very small.
I could almost imagine if it's like in the real world, many of the songs always have that same melody.
Yeah.
No matter what language, it's like I have no idea the words, but I definitely know what you're singing.
Yeah, they're all definitely singing the same song.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's spoopy.
That's I don't like it. Edmund
Nope.
definitely doesn't like it.
So, well, you come seeking knowledge, yes? Everyone does.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what do you want to know? I will tell you my price.
Outside of character, I totally forgot how she's involved with the Tao.
Does anybody remember?
She might have the knowledge on how to avoid his contract.
Okay.
Yep,
Thank you, Leon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the recap of the Dow from Alex. He's like, there was a Dow, he was a cool character, and then we left.
He gave us a mission. Clearly, I was paying attention to the mission.
This man doesn't even remember we're going here for the hag.
You didn't mention creepy baby skulls.
Well, we know what hags are at this point.
Yeah, you guys know the basics of hags. I think you all made knowledge checks on Mad Maggie.
Yeah, they're pretty evil.
Yeah,
Maggie.
there's no disguising
Evil
the
and
evil of this
eccentric.
creature. Its lair is literally made of entrails and gore.
Wow.
I linked it in our Discord chat, but for those at home, Edmund reaction is basically Ace Ventura from the lovely Room of Death scene. Yeah. This place sucks. I don't say that.
So back in character, Derek will start trying to do some sweet talks, and pretty much say we've been told that you're quite knowledgeable, particularly about these contracts that many of the citizens here in Avernus tend to use.
Yes. I am. Oh, you're a sweet one. I know how to break contracts. What kind of contract are we talking about here? Is it, like an imp, or what have you gotten yourselves into?
What if it's a contract with Zariel?
Yeah.
Ah, Zariel. Oh, She scratches her chin, and as she scratches it, the tuft of facial hair that she has, a bug kind of falls out of it. And midair, she catches it with her other hand and kind of starts eating it as she's kind of pondering on this for a brief moment. And I think that would do. I do have an idea. But you would have to do a favor for me before I told you how to break a contract like this.
Oh my god, it's a favor chain.
It's a favor chain. A favor for a favor. It's how things work here in Avernus. Depending on the level of the contract, it might be difficult for me to do. What is this for? Is it, like, if it's related to that one thing, I'm afraid I can't help. She kind of gazes what you presume is to the east. Kind of lifts her gaze a little bit. Kind of scratches her head. But if it's something smaller, perhaps I could aid.
Say, turtle guard duty?
Ah, yes. Servitude. Single mortal soul. Yes. Simple. But for me to tell you, and she kind of lifts her arm and kind of smells under her armpit. And she kind of, like, you could smell it from here. She smells disgusting. When she lifts her arm, like, flies literally fly out. She's disgusting. And she says to you, I think it's been a few centuries since I've had a bath. Perhaps if you arranged for me to have a bath at the Infernal Rapture, and then agreed to watch my home while I was gone, I would tell you what you wanted to know.
So, just to be clear here, the deal for the information, you want us to, I presume, head to the Wandering Emporium,
Mm-hmm.
make a deal to get you into the Infernal Rapture, and then come back
Mm-hmm.
to watch your place while you go to the Wandering Emporium and then come back.
Yes, I can't leave my hovel undefended. Although I should call my own home a hovel. I guess that's what it's become over the years. If I leave it, all these damned nature spirits will attack it while I'm gone. Obviously, I would pay for my own bath, so you don't need to worry about that. And she kind of pulls out a from her bag. She pulls out a soul coin. She gives it a lick. She kind of nods like to herself, and she says, "This should pay for it." What do you say?
Turn to the party and just kind of shrug, like a, I guess I'm okay with that.
Sounds like a deal. Just arranging a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does a bath from the Infernal Rapture entail?
I don't think you want to know the answer to that question, do you really, dearie? She kind of chuckles.
How long will we be watching your... And he says it with utter disgust. Home.
She says, well, the Wandering Emporium is about an hour away. I think a good hour bath would do me good. And then it would take about an hour for me to get back, I suppose.
It's here now.
Well, it's an hour away.
It's following us.
The last time we saw it was far north, several days from here.
Oh, the place always seems to turn up where you need it. They must have known I needed a bath. Clever guy. That Rahadi.
Probably, man.
Or Mahadi. Not Rahadi. Definitely not
Maha.
Rahadi. Definitely Mahadi. I've seen it. An hour to that way. And she kind of points to what you presume is the east. But again, you have to prevent my home from being attacked. I'm sure that nothing bad will happen at all while I'm gone, but you see, I can't trust it. I can't leave it undefended. I've set up this place. You all look like the trustworthy sort, you with your holy symbols, and you with your holy symbols, and you, a Hollyphant. I don't know, maybe not all of you, but it looks like the majority of you are probably trustworthy. Kind of smiles, and half of her teeth are gone, and the ones that remain are very yellow and rotted. So I'll wait here. And she kind of holds out the soul coin to you, Edmund.
He literally takes a step back.
Oh, don't be shy.
I'll step up and try to take it.
Yeah, she, as you go to take it, she puts her other hand on top of yours. Says, "Do be back soon, sweetie." And she kind of rubs her hand slowly as she kind of recoils her hand back to her. She gives you a disgusting wink. I'll be waiting. I'll be getting dressed for my trip. Oh, what to wear? What to wear?
One usually doesn't wear anything for a bath.
Well,
Well,
I have to
okay,
walk
work.
there. I wouldn't want to stun you all with my beauty. Just walking out of here naked? I have
Fair enough.
some standards, of course. Alright, so are you guys gonna do this? Because we'll do a lot of time wiping and save you some trip.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Yep.
I would agree, and then kind of do like as we're walking out, have the quick conversation. Okay, are we actually doing this?
Yeah.
I mean, we need to get this stuff done. So probably yes, but I think it's maybe more important to discuss what are we doing when we're done. Once
I
we
guess.
have what we need, are we just leaving that thing there?
Leaving what thing, Edmund?
She's not surrounded by a bunch of red caps in a fortress. She's in a hovel by herself,
Yeah, but
covered in
that's
children's bones.
her hovel.
Which
Are we absolutely positive she's by herself?
No.
no, but we'll be watching her home for a while. Maybe we can find out.
I personally want to do this in order to figure out, more of what's going on with the unicorn tower.
Yeah, we
But then
can
also,
we can definitely do this. I just if we can't, I mean we're walking and talking, right? So like we're at this
Yeah.
point we're
Yeah.
we're gone. We're out of
I'm assuming
the
you're out of the brambles. Yeah,
Right.
you're walking
Cool.
towards the direction of
So-
your war machine for the
I mean,
Emporium.
obviously we can't go around killing every evil creature here. It's just not feasible. We'd never leave. But if we have the opportunity to get rid of one, I would like to take it. That's just me. Maybe we don't want to take unnecessary risks. I don't know.
I mean, if
Just
this
just
crea-
food for thought on the trip.
if this creature knows about how to break a contract with Zerial, she might have more information that we could use.
I mean, this should be able to help your father, right? Same type of contract.
That's true.
Probably.
Maybe.
Did
So-
say that a contract with a single mortal would not be difficult to break.
This information. Well, we're obviously going to do at least the first part.
Right.
Yeah,
See what the
it's-
information entails, and we can
it's
make
also-
decisions afterwards.
Yeah, it's also plausible, perhaps, that what will work for one will work for the other as well. So, might be able to kind of repeat the steps that she gives you. So,
Right.
3 birds, 1 stone. Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying, Edmund. We'll definitely figure out once all of this is done. My one thought is if one of these warlords is trying to recruit her, she could be particularly powerful. She could be kind of like Mahadi. I don't think we
Yeah.
may
we let him
truly
live.
understand how powerful
Yeah.
she actually
Like I
is.
said, I get it. We can't kill every force of darkness here, but just food for thought. I really don't like her. Wearing children's skulls. It's like a special kind of dark even here.
pretty messed up. Alright, any other thoughts, objections, obstructions before we move to Mahadi?
God.
For me,
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Hey, you guys kind of leave, pop in your war machine, head east for a little bit, and lo and behold, what the hag said was true. See the familiar sight of colorful tents and war machines as you kind of travel along to the east. And you're pretty confident it's the Wandering Emporium. You approach, and it's exactly the same layout as before. I'll move us there while they're here. And you are at a familiar location. Ah, my friends, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. He kind of says it with a wink and opens his arms. Welcome back.
How much for a bath in the Infernal Rapture?
Ah. Is it for you?
Doesn't matter.
Of course. Of course. Our clients have different needs. I imagine you would like a more traditional bath.
Probably.
It's for a hag.
Ah, say no more. I know exactly what is entailed. And he kind of looks amongst you. Is one of you a hag in disguise, clever girl?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Or is this for somebody else? I'm going to assume this is for somebody else. You're definitely not hags. Okay. The price for a hag would be 1 soul coin.
I'll walk up and say, or kind of take one out and hold it between my fingers. Hand, I guess, a little big to do just fingers.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting how big they are.
Yeah, they're pretty chunky boys.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of extends his hand openly.
It's all coin. Here you go.
You're handing him a coin, Derek?
So I'll reiterate, this is for a hag. We are making a reservation on her behalf.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the payment to be received.
Excellent. And he extends his hand, as if waiting for you, Derek. And when you approach, I'd like for you to give me a perception check, Derek.
Make this perception check, Derek.
Please make it.
Please.
And guess what? That inspiration I got, I'm going to use it for this, because my perception is normally garbage. Oh, well.
Okay, yeah, you rolled a
Not bad.
20. I'm gonna message you on
minus
Facebook.
one. Okay.
Secret message.
I love giving secrets.
Pretty fine.
We've noticed.
That's what you notice. And he takes the coin from you, presumably. And he bows deeply. And he says, "We await the arrival of the hag. We will have her bath prepared."
Okay.
And we go measure that.
Thank you.
He nods.
I'll turn and... Do we have any other business here?
Wasn't there something that we?
Well, I mean,
Oh, the lava, the Varia suit. We wanted something for.
Oh my god.
I forgot Barry's suit.
Something to get in the volcano. It's literally all I can think about is as a kid in Super Metroid walking into the whatever the area of Zeus is that you require, and your life just starts ticking away and you start dying. That's what I picture happening to Derek.
Yep.
The Super Metroid.
If I recall though, I just don't think we're going to have the cash.
Yeah, I think the only option was maybe the Narzagon stuff, but he was like lowballing us on that, so I don't even know if that would work.
That's right.
Super hard.
Yeah, it might have been that we could have exchanged that, but we didn't know we needed it until after we left or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's kind of exactly how it went. He was going to exchange it for an item or a certain amount of gold, And it was definitely way lower than what it's worth. Is
Yeah.
what everyone had considered.
Right.
Um,
But if
but
we
he did
could
make
get
an offer. Normally, he doesn't make offers that don't involve mortal souls.
right,
In general, this is a big rare for
if
him.
if we could get everyone to be at the point where they can enter that harm, it could be worth it, even at a lower rate. But that's a party decision.
To do what?
I mean, I think at this point we would need two rings or similar items.
Yeah, I'm
Something
good.
fire
I'm resistant to fire, so
Yep.
pretty well off. Yeah, because you had told us that any form of resistant would work basically like immunity there, right, Donald?
Not immunity, but immune to the effects of a hot environment.
Not in fire. Yeah, sorry.
Keep
Yeah,
taking fire damage over and
yeah.
over.
Like if you stick your hand in lava, you're burning. But like
Yes,
you could
absolutely.
walk around. Okay. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that makes
some
sense.
over.
And who else does? And Anthamilla has fire resistance, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it was just Derek and Eldrin that needed it. So maybe we could try and trade it for two rings or whatever of fire resistance.
Wait,
At
just,
least 2
oh my
rings.
god, there might be a way we can find out how much it's worth. While everybody is wandering about or talking, I'm gonna wander off and go see the fortune teller.
Yeah. Welcome back, dearie.
Hey, how much would you be charging for that crystal ball?
Yeah, the crystal ball thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
So, out of character, how much did the ball need to be worth for your spell, Antamila?
1,000.
Yeah. She will say, just because I want to make this available to you, that it is just for show. I don't actually use this, as I said last time. Out of curiosity, did you do business with her, or was it only
I did
Eldrin
not.
and Derek? Okay, got it. Yeah, she will say that she would charge you 1,200 gold pieces for it. But she would assure you that it is of the highest quality and fully functional crystal ball. Made of crystal, well made. You can see it just looking at it yourself. You think that it would be functional as a spell component for your spell.
Okay, good to know. It's like, all right, thank you. I might be propositioning you on that later, and I bid her farewell for now.
She'll nod and wave you goodbye.
And
Okay.
we're going-
So, anything else you all want to do while you're here?
I can personally hold off on the trading,
I mean,
redoing
they're
all
here.
of that.
We can wait.
I'm sure we'll be here for a little bit. If you need time for any sort of purchases or decisions, we always go where we're needed.
They could probably show up again. Just
Sure. Maybe when we go to this volcano, they'll show up because we need those items.
Spoilers, it's very likely.
Yeah,
So
All right, so let's go fetch
like not
ourselves.
even not even metagaming or
You've
like
heard
literally
this phrase like
like,
50 times. Yeah, like,
in character. Yeah, it seems to show up when we need it. So
okay. You guys want to wipe back to Hag?
Yes.
yeah, I mean, if nobody has anything else to do, yep.
as we are, I will. I'll say. So I noticed something really strange, or I think I did. Anyways, when I was handing Mahadi that coin, I swear his hand was almost mirrored. Like his thumb was on the wrong side, kind of almost like inverted, twisted somehow.
I like that look of realization on Maurice's face. Maurice definitely knows. Alex, do you know?
I
description?
don't actually.
Interesting. That's fun. I like that. If you would like, Alex, you could give me, well, Derek, you could give me a religion check to see if you know what that might signify.
I'm so glad I didn't punch him in the face.
man.
Yeah. You have heard of such creatures with strange backwards hands. You don't know a lot of detail about it, actually, even with an 18. Which means it's probably something very high level. But you've read legends about things known as Rakshasa. And it seems to, you saw the hand and the weird juxtaposed thumb situation. You'd think that it might be, like, if this thing is powerful, maybe it is something like that. Don't know a lot of details about it, aside from you do know that they are fiends, they are devils, and they are powerful. And their most noticeable trait, they don't commonly appear human at all, which is, I guess, not too surprising based on how powerful they may be. But the key sign is the reversed hand situation.
I'll relay my theory to the others on the way back as well.
Okay, well, good thing you didn't punch that guy, Anthony.
Yeah.
That would have been really, really, really bad.
Game over.
Alright, so you guys kind of make your way back. You guys follow the trail that Derek had previously, so you kind of remember the way you went through the maze.
Yep.
You were able to retrace your steps. You also see the heavy footfalls of Antamila and Edmund's armor-clad bods, recent footsteps.
Oh, true, yeah.
Your trail is not well hidden. You get back, and the hag is waiting for you with anticipation. She looks exactly the same as she did before. She certainly does not look, I guess, prepped for a journey or trying to look presentable in any way. She looks disgusting, just disgusting in a different way somehow. You can't even put your finger on exactly what she changed. Alright, dearies. She'd say, I would hand you a key to the place, but there isn't one. Now, do be careful that my home does not come to damage. And, let me move this back to the map, by the way. And I will take an hour before I return. Well, an hour bath and then an hour to return. It'll probably be fine, though.
If we were to expect something, should we expect?
Probably the undead spirits of the fey creatures that used to live here. But definitely probably not a problem at all.
Definitely, probably.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem convinced, but...
We have taken a short rest in between.
You could have taken a short rest, yes, on the demon grinder. No problems there. You kind of set it on autopilot. It was about an hour away. That's exactly enough time for a short rest. So anything that recovers on a short rest, you absolutely have back.
Nice.
Or if
And
you wanted
that's
to identify magic items, that is relevant too.
6 temp points.
Why would that be relevant? What magic item would we need to identify?
Yep,
There
don't
is
forget
a particular bag I think I'd be looking over.
Oh, yeah. Make sure it's not a bag of devouring.
Yeah, it's a bag of
Yeah,
devouring.
stick your hand in it.
Is it really?
It's a bag of devouring.
For real?
100%.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Explain how we found this out. I would like to see how this happened.
I presume that based on the previous context clues that Edmund had provided, I think he brought it up in character that it could be something
Right.
like that. I assume that Derek simply turned the bag inside out to make sure there was nothing in it, and over the hour, tried to experiment with putting things into it to see if they came back out by turning the bag inside out.
Put a copper in it or whatever, and then try to get the copper back
And
out.
yeah, when you turn it inside out, it doesn't come. So, over your hour of testing and experimenting using your arcane wiles, you realize that it is a bag of devouring, and you were careful not to put your hand or body parts into it. Otherwise, that would be very bad. But, yeah, only reason I'm even giving that to you is because Edmund brought it up in game. So, otherwise, you'd probably be sucked in. And eaten by some extra dimensional creature. But
Boo.
it's a potential weapon, Antamila, if it makes you feel better. Maybe you could trick something with it.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Not worthless. It's just
You can have all our soul coins. They're right here in this bag of holding. Just reach inside.
Jesus. That'd be really good, actually. I would allow you to make some
Why
sort
did
of. I would allow
No!
this deception check.
If your hand. I was
Yikes.
literally going to suggest that. Quietly.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Does
So
do you have any
everybody
other-
actually
watching
wanna
this
hold on to this
home.
bag?
Can Edmund watch the home from outside the front hole? There's no
Sure.
door, but
Yeah, let's distance ourselves.
Is the
we'll
home
watch
considered
the perimeter.
the whole forest or just the?
just the center part, like this area
yeah,
where you're
just
looking
this
right here?
This thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like that
it,
one.
it honestly doesn't look much different than the surrounding area, aside from all the entrails everywhere inside. They're like hanging from the ceiling.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's really gross. It's just bone and body parts, and not very pleasant. That's the only thing that really differentiates. The body parts are the only thing that really differentiate it, though. There's bones everywhere here. But yeah, she would specify my home, and she would kind of gesture her hands outwards towards the immediate area where you are. I don't care if anything else gets ruined. The maze is actually quite inconvenient. I think those tricky fae were probably involved with that.
Speaking of Faye, did you perhaps get a visitor before we showed up?
She kind of thinks for a moment, and she says, I haven't had any visitors since you for the past... It's been a while. Years, I think.
Okay, well, in that case, when you're done with your bath, I might have a little bit of information for you.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. If you think it's worth it, perhaps I will pay you for it.
I might have a specific price.
Ooh, interesting. I see those devil horns are not wasted on you, girl.
Merchant's daughter.
Alright, if there's no other questions, I'll be on my way. Alright, excellent. She kind of like kind of skips off. She's still wearing her necklace of terrifying nightmare children skulls, and yeah, she just kind of skips off through the maze.
That's probably a more terrifying thought. I'm not going to go ahead.
She's spoopy, man. Alright. What do you want to do?
I am going
Anything?
to carefully walk inside,
Yeah.
cast a mage hand, and just kind of start poking and prodding, just investigating
Yeah,
the
sure.
area in general.
Give me an investigation check. Nice. This. Bum. 3. So, after a bit of probing, prodding, it takes like a little bit of time because there's like bones and entrails all over the ground. And so this is gonna take you a lot of time, by the way. At least like an hour of digging if you're kind of looking for stuff. But in the rubble, kind of tucked away, is a bag. And it's a black bag.
And I have the mage hand open up the bag.
Yeah, inside the bag, you'll find what appears to be a black gem.
Cool.
Give me a religion to see if you know what this might say. Yeah, it looks somehow valuable, and combined with the fact that it was hidden away, like, it was the last thing you found, kind of like searching through this room, and actually the only thing you found searching through this room. You expect that it's valuable somehow, but you don't know the significance.
Okay.
Are you taking it?
I'm not going to take it, but I will tell everybody, like, hey, I found this. Not sure what it is.
Okay. If the group wants to give one more religion check, now that it's been pointed out by Derek, I will allow another.
Why not?
I don't, but well, you have your own guidance. I was just saying I can guidance somebody maybe, but
Guidance me. Feel
sure.
like a group. I hit the religion button.
Hit that religion button.
Hmm.
Yeah. So combined with the guidance of Edmund, you kind of remember some things about hags that you didn't necessarily know before. The bag is likely the hag's soul bag, and hags use these to collect the souls of evil people, and for whatever things that hags do with mortal souls. And you know that the stone is a very valuable possession to a hag itself, and it is a heartstone. And you would know that the touch of a heartstone cure any disease. Just simply by touching the heartstone, you cure disease. But to the hag specifically, it is what lets hags become ethereal.
I explained that to the party.
They can become ethereal. That's good to know. Don't feel like we knew that before.
Yeah, definitely not.
In character.
Well, only with that stone.
Right.
Interesting. Well, I Should we take it?
I mean, it would be a good, if nothing else, a good bargaining chip if things start going sideways with her.
Are we going to attack her?
Depends on if she
Yeah, I was gonna say.
gives us what we want.
I feel like if we're not, you know, putting an end to this creature, then taking this is just going to incur her wrath and cause problems for us. And according to Anthemilla, apparently this thing traps or devours or something evil souls, which
It is
you know,
very specifically evil souls.
not necessarily against that. I mean, I still don't like this. Still don't like this Ruth character at all, but it sounds like she's not exactly capturing good people.
No, just
Well.
children.
You forgot about the Q hanging.
I have not forgotten about the children.
I mean, she
Evil
might not.
children.
Haunt my nightmares forever.
Also, how in the world is she getting kids in here?
I don't want to know.
I mean, if
Alright.
she can, yeah.
So, an hour after searching, everything seems calm and quiet. However, 30 minutes later, from the far southwest, you hear very loud banging sounds of wood on bone. It sounds kind of distant, but it sounds very loud. It's about an hour and a half in. What do you all want to do?
Hour and a half. Wood on bone.
Should probably have the familiar of yours. Go take a look.
I have to summon it back.
Wait, did we lose it? Oh, with the
At the beginning. No, that's what should have been done on the trip there and back. It's like 2 hours.
That would have been a smart idea, Maurice. Ah.
Hindsight, no.
Wait, I think I summoned it this day anyway, and I think I can only cast it once a day. So
Maybe true. I don't know how it works for non-wizards.
It's magic initiative, so yeah.
Those filthy non-wizards.
Double check here.
I mean, I guess I could try go take a look.
Okay. Just don't get caught out too much, because if lured away from this thing and then her house gets ransacked, we're not going to get it. You know.
Very true. How tall would you say Ruth was?
Ruth is probably about 8 tall.
Okie dokie. Wow. I might regret this infinitely, but I may have a later.
I know what you're asking.
I take off a hat of disguise and I put it on my head, and I shiver and convulse with revulsion and will the appearance of Ruth over my form.
Yeah, you look utterly disgusting.
Congrats.
Should I hunch? Do you think I should hunch?
Oh god. Oh, nightmares.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll take a look around the corner and see if there's anything.
No, it sounds far. Like, you think outside,
outside
of
of
the
the forest?
maze. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the forest extends beyond this maze a bit, but it's just not as thick
Right.
as this. But yeah, you think it's close enough to where it's probably just immediately outside the bone maze thing.
I guess I'll
Far
say
southwest.
Just gonna go position myself.
we,
as if I were-
we should probably take a look. If that's the case.
Yeah, I definitely need to know if you're going alone.
Yeah, I'm not going all the way outside the maze alone, so.
Should we all go? Is there any way to leave something here to keep visibility?
I mean, she said to stay and watch this place. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, if you can look like her, he lowers his voice, so it doesn't carry through the brambles. Maybe we just, maybe we don't even have to worry. Maybe we just sit here with you in this place, and nobody will think she's gone.
Oh, unless they're attacking her.
No, that's true.
You think they would be attacking her?
I don't know. There's war chiefs and stuff. Maybe there's rivalries. Maybe somebody's not happy she's not joining them.
Wait. It's been an hour, and then it was 30 minutes after an hour, and then we started hearing this?
Yep.
Hour to get there, hour bath, hour back. It's actually gonna be
She's thinking it's her.
I mean, it might be a trick. Maybe she set up an
Possibly.
ambush. I mean, those things are not. They're evil.
Well, so far there's only one way to get in here. I imagine she has that set up. I imagine. I don't know. Ugh. Like, does it look like there's a way to get around from behind this place? This is like a house of sorts, maybe? Or is it just like the covering of the treetops?
So there only seems to be one entrance, which is kind of immediately where you are. The rest of the area is grown thick with this bony bone and plant combination. This particular area seems to be kind of like a makeshift hovel made mostly of bone and entrails. But you cannot, like, the sky is effectively obscured by the dead plants and bones that kind of rise above. The average height of this immediate vicinity is about 15 feet before it kind of starts to get really obscured. The inside of the hovel is probably about 10 feet.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay here and pretend to be horrible and disgusting.
We can probably go to the outside of the maze. There's not really much ways I can get behind this. At least to check it out.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and move yourselves. Hear the banging, very persistent.
It's not some kind of like trick or illusion or anything like that, right?
Give me an investigation check.
We're going this way. No, that's a dead end.
Give me a
Struggles
second.
Lulu asked, do you want me to stay with you or do you want me to stay with the Agamilla?
Well, we shouldn't split.
Okay, I'll stay with you, Eldrin.
Okay. It sounds real to me. But
Yeah, it's pretty convincing. You guys are gonna get lost on your way out.
I
Lulu's
do
like,
know
I
that
remember the way.
but I do know that phase trick things, right?
Faye can be particularly tricksy, yeah.
Well, I am still skeptical.
Yep, you can interpret your role as you'd like. Oh my god. Accidentally made Lulu.
Oh.
Pancake Lulu.
Oh no, Lulu, what happened to you?
I got stuck.
You tried to squeeze through a hole?
I accidentally made her a pancake. This is what she looked like, Eden.
Yeah, I saw.
Derek, where are you?
So is Anthony, are you in the hut? Is that what you decided?
Oh no, I thought we were all going together.
See, that's we didn't decide.
I thought Anthony Miller was staying.
You guys can act individually. You're all your own individual characters. So
I dislike the idea of splitting, but if we're going to do that, you two stay together. I'll stay back with her.
Okay, I didn't want to split up. Sorry, I
I
misunderstood.
get it, but this feels like the perfect situation where splitting up might get our objective done. I would really, really not like to piss off a hag. No, unless we're gonna kill it, you know.
Is there a way? No, never
the
mind.
banging gets louder.
If you insist, I guess we can go take a look. All right. Go ahead, Edmund. Use your lantern, or use the lantern.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll pull out the lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of sweep with it as I go. By the way, I have no clue where I'm going.
You're going the right way, Edmund. Just follow Derek's trail.
Meanwhile,
wait.
I was gonna say, was that Anthony Miller or was that?
I had left the token there on accident.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to make sure I don't. The banging gets louder.
No, it's a dead end. No, I'm panicking.
Yeah, I'm actually letting this the time you take affect things.
Can't we
Trail's
just follow
this way, guys.
so canonically speaking, I am holding my position where I am on the map.
Yeah.
Am I hearing any from where I'm at? Am I hearing like movement of that sound?
Yes. It seems to slowly but surely be getting closer to you, Derek.
Can I do a perception check to know what kind of like left or right of me?
Yeah, well, you don't need to make a perception check. It's coming from your southwest.
Southwest.
West,
Okay.
southwest, more specifically.
Gotcha.
Guys, we should...
We didn't see anything.
Oh god, I made her
Can we hear where Pancake Lulu?
reverse
I
it.
know,
You
I
see
see.
what you see on the map. So
Can Can we hear the direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it seems to be coming straight from the south of you guys, like in a distance.
I guess I'll peek around the corner.
Yeah,
Try not to be seen.
sure. Give me a stealth check.
Alright, so I peek around, and I don't particularly see anything.
Do you want to loop around back down to the bottom from
Is
the
it
outside?
night? Is it nighttime?
It's effectively not nighttime. Inside the brambles, it's pretty dark, but out here, you have like still the ambience of Avernus. So.
I guess because my vision is constrained to my night vision.
Oh, my bad. I can't. It's because I can't split the inside and the outside.
I see.
Yeah. So, looking straight south, you don't see anything. Let me give you temporary increase of increased vision. Let me give you 500 vision. Edmund.
Why do we get 500 vision for it?
Just so, because outside it's like daytime Avernus, outside of the brambles. Only inside is it fully obstructed. But yeah, that's what you see. Still hear the sound though, it's persistent.
Is it moving?
It's still coming from the same direction.
Okay.
If it's moving, it's subtle, like
Right.
very slowly.
I guess I would ask Edmund for the broom.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
See if I can kind of fly up between the branches and stuff. See if I can get a vision from top down.
Yeah. How high are you flying?
I guess until I can see like the maze from top view.
Yeah, so I'll say that you could get up about. You go up about 100 feet, I guess. It's hard for me to kind of imagine this.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
never frequently go high above things to spy on them with my flying capabilities. But I'm just gonna guess, based on the size of this, 100 feet-ish. To the south, you see something interesting. You see what appears to be a huge tree bashing its way through the bone and foliage. It seems to be making slow progress, but it's just kind of slamming its large arms against the foliage and kind of slowly breaking through it. And this is a very, very tall creature.
Okay.
The path it's making is actually cutting through vertically as well.
Okay, so it's kind of making an opening as it goes.
Yep.
Is it just a single creature?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll say that, I'll come back down and let Edmund know of what I saw, and say we should probably fight this thing outside.
That makes sense.
Do I recognize what the creature is?
Give me a nature check. You're pretty confident. You would normally be able to say pretty easily that this is a treant. But it does not look well. The leaves are wilted. It looks like a dead treant, maybe, but it's walking. Very strange.
Kind of like those demonic things that we've seen from like natural world, but
yeah, it's definitely not normal.
kind of twisted.
Yeah, it's definitely twisted somehow.
It looks like a treant out for trouble. It's a treant.
Lulu's really fast, right?
No.
I hate you so much. Lulu's pretty fast, yeah.
I think we should get Antomila and Derek to come out and prepare, probably. Though, how fast does it seem to be making headway? I guess.
It's probably about at a rate of 5 feet every minute.
Okay.
It's like having to literally like it looks pretty strong and big and powerful and stuff.
Right.
It's already kind of broken through the first. Like you could see it's probably about, like, if you assume that they're at the dead center of things, like probably about almost 100 feet from where Altamila is.
I guess I'll tell Edmund to, and Lulu to get everybody out here, and I'll distract the creature.
Okay.
Try to
so,
get her. Try to get her to stop.
Okay, so Lulu and I are going to go back to the hovel, get the other people, and then meet you down there.
Yeah, I'll probably be attacking it already. From a distance in the air.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Lulu say, you want me to go alone?
Well, you should probably go with Edmund, right?
Yeah, me and you, Lulu, together.
Well, I could go faster than Edmund by a lot.
This is very true.
Oh, that's a good point.
It wasn't a timid, do you want me to go alone? It was a, are you sure I should
she
go
wasn't.
alone?
Yeah, kind of a little
You're going
bit.
to slow me down, Edmund.
Like, no.
Yeah,
I got the dead weight here.
She was timid to bring it up. She didn't want to insult anyone.
She doesn't like to mean flex. She definitely kind of flexed her speed on you, Edmund, and low-key hated on your slowness.
I don't see any other creatures when I was up there, right?
No. Nothing from the outside.
Right.
You don't know if there's anything on the inside.
True.
Speaking of which, Anthamila,
Yes.
an awkward situation happens while
I'd
you're just
imagine.
kind of sitting there in the hovel. To the south of you, are you? A creature similar to the ones that you saw earlier that Derek had dissuaded with a sprout appears, and it has its arms out and has a face of menace, and it sees you, and it immediately turns away.
Interesting. Okay. I
Derek doesn't notice this.
attempt to make my best to hag like cackle. Yeah.
All right. Lulu flies in solo. It takes her about... I need to see how much progress this thing makes.
And I'm not waiting for them. I'm going straight up to
Yeah.
get in my position. Let me
It'll take
remember
Lulu
what
2
the
turns.
flying carpet, flying room. Sorry, it's a different item.
And Lulu will tell you, Derek. Derek, Eldrin said that there's a scary dead tree monster coming this way. It's really big. He says he's gonna start shooting it, like Derek does. Or like Eldrin normally does. Sorry, not you, Derek. I'm talking to you. But he thinks that maybe you should help. I think that's what he said.
Okay.
Eldrin, did you tell him to tell Altamila as well?
I mean, I think I said you maybe get the both of them, but
Okay. She'll fly
their
by you,
decisions
Derek.
might be their decisions. Yeah, I'm not waiting for them. That's the point.
Lulu turns the corner on Tamila and immediately kind of stops, and she's spooked a little bit as she sees you. Ah! Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no!
No,
Tamila, is that you?
Back away from the branches, Lulu. Come closer. Come closer.
Oh. Wait, are you sure you're on Tamila?
I'm positive there's a ghost behind you. Come here.
Oh god!
Yeah, I don't think I can leave. I saw some sort of that spooky thing we just saw in the forest that I was totally there for. One of those sort of popped out, saw me, and then drifted back into the forest.
Yeah, you're scary. When I saw you, I wanted to drift back into the forest. But it's only because you look like that creepy, ugly lady.
It's like I give her a wink. That was the idea.
Alright, I'm gonna fly back and help Eldrin. He's gonna fight a tree monster. You hear it? It's getting closer.
That poor tree monster.
True. Goodbye. Be safe. Derek,
I will
Aldemila
try
says
and do
that.
just
Why
that.
are you here, Derek?
Oh, so I'm going to kind of what I want to do. I want to rush over, say, try to, say, Anthony, are you sure you're going to stay in here?
Well, if I leave, weird, creepy ghost things are gonna probably try and destroy this place, so someone has to literally do the stupid, dumb job.
Okay. In that case, let me see the bag. And I'm referring to the witch's bag.
Okay, guess I tentatively go over and touch the bag.
It's a
My
bag.
turn to cash. Okay, so
You're
I
good.
pick up the bag and I hand it off to him. Okay.
Just a theory.
Alright. It's gonna take you probably longer than this combat is gonna take to get to the entrance. It took Lulu 2 turns. It will take you 8 turns.
Wow.
I will have been moving around the outside trying to get down to where
I
Eldrin
think
told
my
me.
math's right. Hold on. Let me just double check my math. Lulu flies 120.
Oh,
She,
yeah.
she dashes 240.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I factored the dash too.
Fast.
So yeah,
Right.
it's gonna be like 8 turns before you could join. I'll see you there, Derek!
So you can also just stay with the mill and protect that area.
Well, she has relayed the information that you had told
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She does not
Oh,
know
that's
about
right,
your
that's right.
out-of-character meta decisions or
Yeah.
your timing. So, Eldrin, while this whole situation is going on, Derek, you could start to kind of move yourself. It's going to be 8 turns before you join. Eldrin and Edmund, you're aware of Eldrin. I'd like for both of you to give me an initiative check.
I'm pretty zoomed out. There we go.
This thing's initiative. Okay.
Is that 8, assuming I'm dashing?
Yes, it was.
Okay, no, that's cool. Yeah, I have a very specific thought, so I got to go with this. I'm going to cast haste on myself
Ooh.
to cut that, I guess, to 4.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, cool. Gotta
And
go
meanwhile-
fast.
Yeah, and then I'll be trying to run and go find, and I'm stuck in a corner.
Alright, Eldrin, you were top of this initiative situation. What would you like to do? You are in the air. This thing doesn't seem to have noticed you.
I want to start blasting.
Okay, give me the blastings.
So anyway,
He might not even get to do his cool trick. This might be Pip Kip all over again. He has a cool trick. By the way, don't worry, your dead ends aren't counting against you, Derek.
Okay.
You were the one that specifically, methodically plotted
Yeah.
this place out, so you're good.
Okay.
I did make them count against Derek and Edmund. I had it move a little further than it would.
Okay, so I should have advantage on all of my hits.
Eldrin, I'm gonna move you down there so you can actually see the thing that
Oh,
you're shooting
yeah, that'd
at.
be good. That's what I say. I'm just shooting. I'm just blasting.
You're in the air, though, obviously.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Presumably 100 feet or so.
90 feet.
90 feet? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Very
that's a hit.
All right.
Poor guy.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. So that's
I had to make this
hit.
trail manually, by the way.
that's another what the. So I got my it's D8. Okay. So another D8 for the crit. Is it surprise?
Yeah, he's completely unaware of you.
Okay. So that's another D8 for the crit. Then there is sneak attack. A sneak attack for the crit.
Give me the
Ooh,
final number. I'll believe you.
I'm working on them. All right. I will use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark it now.
Okay.
Since I'm 90 feet away. And clever girl. And then I'll start shooting again.
Okay.
Is that another hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So another D8. Another. This time Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark.
Yay.
Dread Ambusher goes the second hit. Dread Ambusher goes the second hit. No, no sneak attack. Okay. And then one more. It's another hit. It's another D8. Another Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark.
I'm gonna be a CPA by the end of this and breaking out my 9 key. I have the calculator open. I'm ready to start 9 key. That's what we got.
Okay. And then I use my 50 feet of movement to move up. Actually, nah, there's no way that would affect it. My walking speed increases. Okay, yeah. So that's the damage. Are you mapping it out?
Yeah, I have 121. Just tell me if it's different.
Sounds about right. I'm not too worried.
The tree starts to look in your general direction. This poor tree. He's not even get to do his cool thing.
I'm doing my turn again, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Edmund, you start to react. You probably don't need to take your turn, though.
Yeah, it's just me moving towards where he is.
Okay, Eldrin, first round of non-surprise.
It's non-surprise, but he still hasn't taken his turn.
That's very true.
So I still have advantage. So I still have advantage. So 22 for 23.
It's dead.
With Hunter's.
All
Alright,
Man,
so just one.
this poor guy, he has such a cool ability. Man.
When you
It's
say
been-
cool,
So,
It's the cooler than Eldrin's first round. Though.
yeah,
Cooler than Coolio.
he gets to turn up to 2 trees into treants that are just like him.
Oh, that's cool.
Do they get that ability?
No.
shit.
Oh my god. That was...
But there's not. I make sure to strategically only put like 2 trees here anyway. And then they have this cool ability where they can throw rocks at you,
Yeah, that's when I started moving up.
and the rocks do 40, 10 plus 6 damage.
No.
Sorry, monster, you'd never got a chance to do anything. You broke through the wall a little bit though, guy. Good try.
Never even had a car.
Okay, well, that was a thing. Derek, a few moments later, you come up to Edmund, who's kind of putting away his sword, probably.
Yeah, I probably made it back at that point too.
Yeah.
Lulu's been kind of chilling next to you, Edmund. You don't hear any more noises. On Thamila, during your time in the center of the maze, you don't have any more situations like the previous one occur.
Nice.
Under 12 seconds.
Yeah. Well, it's about it's
Yeah,
some time to get back as well.
The
but,
movement for me to get back is probably longer.
Man, they were gonna summon more trees, and then the trees were gonna start beating through things faster, and man,
Like accelerating it, yeah.
yeah, it was supposed to be 10s.
So anyways, they're still blasting.
Yep. So that's a thing. What do you guys want to do? Do you just want to go back and wait now?
Yeah. I mean, I would want to rush back to Antamila. I don't want to leave her there too long.
I'll go ahead. Vroom. Ah!
I have 36 more seconds of
You
haste.
see me playing with bones.
You can make it
You
back.
hasted yourself,
at the
Derek?
sa-
It feels pretty good.
You're pretty fast. You're still not as fast as Lulu, even hasted,
Yeah.
but you're able to keep up with her a little bit.
Well, no, I'm not, because I'm going in the wrong direction.
Gotta
The
go
hangover. The hangover is it's not so great though.
Yeah, that exhaustion dough. It's one level, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Rip. Okay. So, you all eventually... I'm just going to move you guys there so you don't
Yeah,
have
thank
to
you.
go through the maze again. The struggle
you.
of trying to find your way through a maze is harder than I imagined.
I made it back.
Yeah. And the rest of the time is quiet. Approximately an hour and 30 minutes later, you hear a happy humming coming from the southwest. And turning the corner, you see Red Ruth, who is definitely living up to her name, as she is colored red from head to toe in presumably what is dried blood.
Hmm.
She has a very big smile on her face.
Not surprising at all.
Well, it looks like my old home is undamaged. You all did good. You all did good. There actually seems to be maybe a little bit of a shortcut in the works to the southwest as well. This is good. She's humming cheerfully, and she kind of makes her way past you into the hut. So, as I agreed, I am a woman of my word after all. I will share with you the information you want to know. Let's see. Ah, yes. So, I thought about this a lot in the bath, and I found the best way. I don't know how easy this will be for you. We might have to work out something for the other piece, but I think that you would be able to break the curse. Well, I say curse, not curse. The contract, my apologies. I'm a little elated from my recent bath. That one must drink the blood of a titan to free themselves from the pack. I know that sounds a little bit ludicrous, but powerful deals require powerful tokens to kind of break them. And titans are pretty powerful creatures. I'm confident this would work. Now,
Where?
that's
In the world?
sweetie. You're going to steal my thunder. I know you're going to ask it. Where can we find a titan in Avernus? Well, I could tell you that, but it will cost you.
Shouldn't that be part of what we just...
I
Or
told
do
you how to. I told you how. I did not say I would provide the means to do so. I'm not like those devils. I don't make contracts anyway, if you're not happy with it.
What do you want for that information?
Well, normally I'd be more forthcoming, but this horned woman intrigued me with what she was saying before I left. She said she might have information I might find interesting, so I thought it would be good to have a little bit of leverage.
Well, I want something very specific for my information. Seems only fair. So, what would you normally want for the location of the Titan?
She scratches her chin and dried flakes of blood kind of fall off.
I am totally mimicking her, by the way.
Oh yeah, you still look like her. I forgot that. Give me a performance check to see how well you do her voice.
Quite trash.
Hey, who knows? You could roll the miracle 20.
Let's see about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miracle, right?
So she's gonna recognize that it's you. And she obviously can't see you for what you are, but she recognizes your voice. And she will say, well, normally the easiest way to make deals is with soul coins. I just spent a soul coin getting a bath. Perhaps a soul coin for information seems fair. Don't you think?
I walk over and hand her. Well, I pulled out my soul coin. All right.
Okay.
Tell us how to get the Titan, and the soul coin's yours.
Okay, hold on, give me a second. Out of curiosity, are you being deceitful? She's gonna make a insight check.
No, I am absolutely not being deceitful.
Cool. Well, she's gonna make an insight check regardless. Trying to gauge your. She rolls well. Okay. So if you try to do something bamboozle, just let me know. But she will say, you said Titan. If you tell her, can you repeat what you said?
Tell us the location of the Titan, and the soul coin's yours.
Sure. Do you have a map?
I looked at.
Yeah. I'll pull the map out.
Okay. While you're talking, she's going to. You would notice this on Thamila. Like during conversation, she's kind of casually making her way to the northwest corner of the room. She's trying to make it look like it's just like, she's just kind of wandering about her home passively. Derek, you would know that that's the location where her thing was hidden. She's talking as she's moving, but okay, let me get a pen. Or quill.
While she's like slowly inching her way towards that direction, I want to like casually move back away from her.
Okay, sure. She's not paying attention to you. You don't even need to give me a check for this.
Wait, do you still have the bag?
Yes. This will be interesting.
Exactly. Didn't have enough time. So it's going to get real interesting up in here.
What do you mean you didn't have enough time?
We started going, and I'm like, you know what? I like where this is going. I didn't put the bag back.
Okay.
I'm sure we in character probably did, but they never said they put it. So
she kind of starts digging into the northwest corner, like, kind of looks towards you, on Thamila, and says, well, normally I'd make this deal. She says it with a bit of grit in her voice. She says, but I can't seem to find my quill and ink.
Where do you normally keep your quill and ink?
Over here in the corner.
Well, nothing. No Sylvan crazy creature came by. There was a ghost, a thing. It ran off when it saw you.
I'm trying to figure out what Eldrin knows.
About what?
So, well, like, would I know that Derek has a bag?
So you would know that you were in the air 100 feet when Derek asked Antamila for the bag, and it hasn't been discussed since then in character.
Okay, but was I there when the bag was discovered? I think
you were there.
You know that
you were there when the mage hand found the bag initially, but as far as your character knows, they had left it there after kind of finding the content.
Okay.
So I think really only Anthamil and I would know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Eldrin does nothing.
So she will begin to cast a spell, so I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Going to cast a spell. Oh, that's an interesting response.
You're stealing her most prized possession. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, one would think she would.
I didn't say what the spell was or anything. I just said she's casting a spell. You guys don't know what she's gonna do.
She's probably looking for it or whatever, but I don't know that I would know.
Yeah, Eldrin. Let me see what your character can see. Can't see nothing.
I can see the corner of the token. Yeah.
Yeah, you see her rummaging about, and she says something in a language you don't understand, but can't
But I
really.
wouldn't know that it's a spell.
Normally, you'd be able to tell between the combination of somatic components, seeing someone dig for materials, um, but by itself, the words you could give me. Are you trained in Arcana?
Uh, no, I'm not.
Then probably not. Also, why can you see through this wall? Oh, you're in a space where you shouldn't be. That's fine, Derek.
Am I?
No, me.
Derek. Yeah, I just noticed you could kind of see through the wall, which is weird. I don't know, but that's fine. There's nothing over there anyway. So you can react as you'd like. If you think that her speaking in a different language is indicative of casting a spell, you could certainly react that way. It's up to you. But so far, the conversation has been mostly cordial.
Yeah. Creatures down here speak a bunch of languages too, and they're kind of weird. I mean, I would be suspicious, so I think I would try to think if I recognize the language.
Sure.
So I
Give
don't know if
me
that's.
well.
I guess I mean, I could do an Arcana check to see if I recognize it. But
Yeah, I guess this would make sense for Arcana or Nature for the language.
Okay. I think probably Nature make more sense for me. It's the same, but
Okay.
it's the same roll, so.
You have no clue.
Okay. I just wait.
Okay. Derek. You're trained in Arcana? Give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
DC's pretty low. You don't make it.
And oops.
That sucks. The DC is 11.
Aw.
It's
That's
a level
funny.
1 spell. Yeah, so
Wait a second. Hold on.
Wait, but can he not see her though?
How close is? Wait, no, that's a. Never mind. That doesn't work. Admin stuff doesn't work to that, does it?
Derek actually
What?
can't see her from either of these places.
Well, it's not a save. Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
only
It doesn't work on that. I'm like, darn, that would have been perfect.
Derek, you know enough about magic because you're trained in Arcana. Maybe it was a spell, maybe not. You're really not sure. It's in a language you didn't understand, though, I think. Let me just save time and ask, does anybody here speak Primordial?
No.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, it's in a language none of you understand.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Derek? You're not sure. She said something. She's been talking to you all normally, and then she said the thing about the quill, and then she said something in a mysterious language you don't understand.
Yeah. So let's see. Oof. Oofa.
For future reference, guys, by the way, for spell DCs, I make the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. So cantrips are 10, level 1 spells are 11, and so forth, all the way up to level 9, which is DC 9.
I think to recognize the spell makes sense, but to know that it's a spell, I think what you said makes sense. Like if you see it, I'm using the
doing
spell
the
components.
materials.
And,
Yeah. Then it'll be a lot more obvious that a spell.
Right. Yeah. That's why you can't just do spells in the middle of the city. Like they don't know magic, but
Yeah.
you do magical shit.
Very true. She's in the
We
corner.
are in Lulu's thing.
That is very true. You are.
I am going to. I forgot. There isn't one other language besides Common we shared, is there? Like all of us.
I don't think so. No.
It's like this hot. Like I can get a few of you, and then I could get the other. Yeah.
I'm Abyssal,
Yeah.
Celestial, Common, Infernal.
Lulu speaks Celestial and Common.
Yeah.
Draconic, Dwarvish, Infernal.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have a.
So I don't really what I envision. I don't actually. I know Celestial, but I kind of don't speak it. So I'll start saying in Dwarvish to Anthamila, she's probably after you know what. Stay frosty.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I am going to ready a firebolt if she starts acting like. Let me make sure I say this
Yeah,
correctly.
you need to be careful with this, my dude.
If she actually lays a hand on any of my party members, grabs them in any way,
Okay.
I'm going to cast a firebolt.
Okay.
Prepare a firebolt for that. Ready a firebolt.
You done, Derek?
That's me. I'm
Antamila,
done.
you're pretty confident she was casting a spell, but you don't know what it is.
I'm not trained in Arcana at all, so.
You can make an active Arcana check. You just don't get the
I
free one.
mean, why not?
And don't forget, guys, you could still do knowledge checks for not free as an action.
Yeah. Just like, well, did I want to do anything else? Like, no. I mean, I wanted to talk to her, but I mean, I could probably do both, right?
Yeah,
Not
it depends on how
long.
much you want to say. You get about 6 seconds of talking time, but
Okay, so first let me go ahead and do the Arcana check. I mean, yeah, let's check it.
oof. Damn it.
So I do not know. Wow, what is with these fucking Arcana rolls? My God.
I know
and,
magic.
I
Everyone in the
know.
party is a
Yay.
spellcaster. Only one person is trained in Arcana.
Very strange. But well, I guess I don't use Arcana itself. But anyway, did you maybe misplace something important?
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Cool.
I mean,
Her
that's a
turn comes
6-second
around.
thing, right?
She kind of turns around and looks at you, Antamila, and says, yes, I think so. That's okay. I could just point it out to you on your map. Who said they had the map initially when she asked?
Edmund poured out.
Yeah, so she'll walk towards you, Antamila, and kind of peek around the corner. Pass it this way. On who has the highest passive insight?
Mine's
Mine-
16.
Mine is 18.
Yeah, mine inside 17. So
All right, give me a second. Anyone with higher than 11 notices that her eyes have trained directly at Derek's belt pouch.
interesting. Okay.
All right, and that's all she does. Edmund.
So she's wanting me to pass her the map?
Yeah, there's like 50 people in the way. You're in the back.
Remind me again. Try and look it up if you don't know either. What was my arrangement with Silvira for returning this map? Do you remember?
Just that you would give it back upon your return.
Yeah, but wasn't there... I thought there was like a stipulation of if I didn't.
Oh, I don't remember what that stipulation is, or
Yes,
if
I
there
know.
was one. We might have to go back to the replays.
She wasn't a devil.
I get it, but...
It's good to be nice and return things to people.
Well, no, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
It is. I want to make sure that it's not like, you know, something more negative, because Edmund doesn't trust this creature at all.
Yeah, she's
Um,
right now caked in blood and wearing the skulls of children.
Yeah.
Not unreasonable. You seem suspect, creepy lady.
I mean, you can just have it open and she can point to it.
yeah, I can't find it, so I'm just going to go ahead and err on the side of caution. And instead of handing it to her, I will open it and walk it over to her and say that It actually doesn't belong to me. So
I mean,
I'll,
I think we would have to switch spots or something.
yeah. Well, you can pass through allies.
Yeah. But if
Yeah,
you're
but you
wanting to
can-
like sit there and stand there
Yeah,
like
talk,
holding
yeah.
it and not hand it to her and have a discussion with her,
Wait, what?
like what you're saying that you want to walk into Eldrin Square, are you not handing her the map?
Why would I need to walk into Eldrin Square? Like I would
She-
literally walk into the room
Okay.
next
Oh,
to
so you just go in the room? You move
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
character where
move
you
your
want to
character
move.
where you want to
Yeah,
go.
Okay, yeah, that's,
That
I don't
works.
understand what the issue was.
Yeah,
You
you're
were just
still standing
there,
like 10
having
feet
a
away from her.
conversation
Yeah.
with her, and she's
okay,
like on the
okay.
other side of the wall.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't thinking to move my token because we're not like we're in initiative order, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I would literally just walk up to her and explain that it doesn't actually belong to us, so I'll hold on to it, thanks. But yeah, and I would kind of hold it up and turn it towards her.
Okay.
And I don't know about the soul bag or anything like that, so that's it. Edmund doesn't know what initiative order is.
Yep. Eldrin, your turn. Sorry, these social situations when they have people doing active things, I want to do them in this way to make you guys
Yeah.
not feel cheated in any way, just in case things
Hey, you're
go
good.
down.
Totally fine with that.
Yeah. Eldrin, do you do anything?
Is there a check I can make to try to put together her looking at Derek's belt pouch? And,
Well, if you want to take a look at Derek's pouch, you can see that it's a black bag. I'm presuming if you have
oh,
it
like
on your
it's out in the open.
Well, it might not be in the open. It might be in a bag, but it might be bigger than before. Derek, you tell me where you would store this on your person.
I envision that I always have like a satchel. That's
Okay.
kind of my traveler's bag.
Yeah,
So,
so
it's
retcon.
getting a little bulbous, kind of in
Yeah.
there. Some
She was staring right at his satchel. You don't know necessarily why,
she's
but
checking out my lumps.
but if you want to try to give me an insight check against Derek to see if maybe he's trying to hold back some
Yeah.
information, perhaps combined with the information that you gleaned from the hag. Yeah, you could guess maybe he's done some. He has like a guilty expression on his face. You've hung out with Derek enough, and combined with the fact that the hag is staring like straight through Derek to his
It
satchel.
seems like she knows. Yeah.
Like she's looking for something on Derek. Also, you can tell that she seems to be, for some reason, stalling. All right, Derek.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Eldrin. You can keep doing stuff. I forgot. That insight was your action, though.
Right. I guess I will. Do I know if well, we will know the languages we all speak. Does he know
Yes.
Elvish?
I do know Elvish.
I will try to whisper to him in Elvish. Did you take it from her?
And with that, we are going to go on our. Okay, we have returned. Okay, Derek,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Well, having Eldrin whisper what he just did. Now Derek's kind of like, oh shit. And he'll speak up. Miss Ruth, Red Ruth. I think we're coming into a bit of a awkward situation, and before anything escalates, I need to tell you. And as he's saying that, he slowly pulls out her bag from his satchel and clearly holds it up in front of her, everybody.
Oh, that looks familiar. I think that's the satchel that contains my quill and ink. Would you mind passing it my way, dearie.
So I know it doesn't have your quill and ink.
She shrugs.
You see, we were attacked by some spirits and that vicious monster. So I inadvertently came across this, and I thought you asking us to protect your home here, really, this was the reason why. So I thought it was best
Give me a
to
deception
keep
check.
it on us. So I'm not lying. This is legitimately.
He took it with him because
Well-
he thought that's what Red Ruth wanted protected? If
Yeah,
so,
that's
give me a
what the
persuasion
ghost
check.
told us.
So that,
Ah.
I guess there's two ways. That part's true. mm,
If you're not lying about that, then that's fine. Just give me a persuasion check.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, legitimately, I thought that's what the creatures were coming for. Oh, well, that wasn't great anyways.
Okay. Okay. Anything else, Derek?
So I'm going to. I'll say so. I'm going to, to give you this back. I hope you don't misunderstand this awkward, unfortunate. Please don't misinterpret this misunderstanding. And
Okay.
I'm going to try to toss the bag in between her and Edmund, right there, like that space of her floor.
Got it. Okay. Anything else, Derek?
That will be it.
Altamila, your turn.
Can I catch the bag?
Give me a dexterity check.
Fantastic.
Or
Well,
sleight of
I'm not
hand.
going to be at this particular time, but it's going to be open dexterity. I'm not going to try and hide it. And you said make a dexterity check? Just a
Yeah,
dex?
dexterity or sleight of hand. If you're proficient, I'll let you apply it. Yeah, you catch it in
Pretty
midair.
sure I'm not. Oh, it actually rolled. Oh, shit. All right, there you
Camilla's eyes wide and she didn't expect to catch it.
go. All right. And so while you're holding out the map, I'm holding up the soul coin and her bag.
Hmm. And you're gonna imply that, like, do you say anything, or?
I don't say anything. I'm just holding them out.
Okay. She will say, I'll point it out, dearie. But if you don't give me what's mine and what I'm owed, there may be consequences.
Can I respond?
If it's very short, yeah.
Can you not take it?
Yeah, she'll go to take the coin and map.
Well,
Or not the map, the coin in the bag.
the bag, yes. The coin, she gets the coin after she points it out on the map. That was the deal. She
Got
get
it.
the bag as soon as she goes for it.
Alright, she will take the bag, and then she will disappear.
Son of a bitch, I knew it.
I mean, what do you guys expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Alright,
Go
she
to
is
time
now on the
location.
ethereal plane. To save some time and effort, can someone give me an Arcana check for the purposes of knowing what that means? And does anybody have anything that interacts with the ethereal plane at all on your character?
Yes, and yes.
Okay, so give me the Arcana check.
I'm not there, Cass.
The lantern only sees invisible, right? Not ethereal.
Yeah. Derek, you would know that the ethereal plane is a kind of like mirrored plane of any particular existence. So it is likely that based on the information that you've gotten from Eldrin, she is probably still where she stands or near it.
Mhm.
And it's pretty much kind of like a kind of shadow of this particular place. There is magics that can potentially interact with this. So just keep that in mind. It is likely that she is on a different plane relatively close by.
Yep.
I should move her to the GM layer.
Somewhere.
I'm like, huh, okay, she's just slipping on by.
Yep. Edmund, it's your turn. This thing has vanished before you.
Well, that can't be good, right?
I mean, she's probably just gonna get away without giving us our information,
Mm.
which is not good, but can't really blame her.
Eldrid's like, the one time we shouldn't have gone full murder hobo / steal all their stuff. God damn it.
You get paid first, and then you do whatever shenanigans.
Yeah, if she was a devil, that would have been a different story, perhaps.
Yeah.
All right, Edmund, what do you do?
Oh,
If
Okay,
nobody has anything to interact, we
Yeah.
can skip to the people that could do interactions and just kind of keep it up to Derek, because I think he has Blink or something.
Yep.
If nobody else has particular things, we could kind of drop initiative.
Yeah, I can't
just-
really do anything.
yeah, I was
I don't think
talking
I
out of
have
initiative.
anything.
I
I'm
thought we were
looking at
out.
it.
Sorry.
I don't have anything I can think of right now.
Alright, so it's going to be a Derek and Hag situation. So, Derek, what would you like to do?
Okay, I guess I will briefly relay. She's on the ethereal plane. She still needs to be nearby, and she could pop back in at any time. I'm going to try to keep eyes on her is what I'm saying, and I will cast blink.
Yeah, right, you do.
As Eldrin starts to say something,
Yeah.
Derek says some words in arcane language stuff, and do you immediately pop into the ethereal plane?
Nope, we'll see. I do not. I cast it, and nothing happens.
No, you don't move.
Yep,
Alright.
I stay on, and I was like, oh, this is awkward.
Alright.
But I can keep popping in and out for the next minute, or keep trying.
To give you guys some perspective, at this point she's going to just leave.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not staying. She's not like trying to attack you guys or kill you guys or anything like that.
Yet.
That's very true,
Yeah,
Edmund.
yeah.
Hags suck, and that they can haunt your dreams. We have a potential hashtag Super John situation going on here, potentially. Yep. And that's something Kenny will know from dealing with hags personally in another game. So, yeah, you've potentially made an enemy today. But, at least it's not trying to kill you right now. Alright, so...
Not good.
Several moments pass, and nothing seems to happen. Derek perhaps blinks it out of existence a couple times, but is that how Blink works? Will you still be able to pop out or pop in occasionally, that sort of thing, Derek?
Yeah.
I will
just
tell you
every
an interesting piece of information.
Okay.
Then. At one point, if you do pop out of existence, it's interesting. The ethereal area of this place seems to be a beautiful, vibrant forest. Without all of the bones. Naturally, it still has the gloam of the ethereal plane, but the appearance does not have all the bones of what you would normally expect. So it's kind of a different particular situation where there were bone walls. There's now kind of like viney walls of kind of rampant growth, but it actually looks like normally it's kind of a dulled version of what you're normally seeing, but this kind of looks like a pleasant version of what you're seeing in the kind of quote-unquote material, even though you're not on the material plane, you're in Avernus, but yeah. So that is what you happen to notice.
Okay.
But no signs of
at-
Ruth. You would see, if you look, you could see footprints, but they're going away from you.
Okay, that was the biggest thing. I was just making sure if she was trying to attack, could somewhat keep eyes. But if she's gone, I won't be doing anything else. Okay, I will relay that information, saying she done got.
Gone.
Gone.
I feel like that's
Well,
not good.
that
But
was a waste.
we'll deal with that when we get to it, I guess.
Let's get out of here. Don't say where we're going.
Very true.
I'll cast Pass Without Trace, and we can leave no trail behind. And with the vehicle, we might be able to get far away enough
That's true.
to not be followed.
Okay.
Sound good.
Yeah, you encounter nothing on your way out. If you glance behind you, you can actually see at one point it was kind of similar to the dryads you had encountered earlier. There are several of them kind of approaching from the surrounding, like, kind of decayed trees, seeming to head deeper into the forest near the direction of where Red Ruth's hovel was.
Now that she's gone, they're gonna take us back.
Ooh, actually. Hey, can we go investigate the other route? Get out?
The other way?
There's the staff that you wanted to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh, before we leave.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's go all the way out and then back to our car and our demon grinder, and then I'll know where to go from there. For frickety freak's sake, can we just quick jump to the grinder?
Well, so I'm gonna say, like, the longer you linger, there's, like, spirits coming out of a lot of the trees in the immediate vicinity, heading towards the direction of the forest bramble maze. So, I mean, you could certainly linger here if you'd like.
Not linger. Just want to head up to that part. See if we can do anything. If not, then leave.
Yeah. So if you want to go really quick, over there.
Yes.
And kind of you're there. I'll move you guys over there. Get everyone in view.
Yeah.
You would know that Antamila would be able to tell you that when you got too close to those, the vines seemed to lash out as a reminder.
Yep. Derek.
Mhm.
Fire.
You know it. I'll walk up to the range that she described. Like, hey, don't go any closer than this.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. And I guess I'll throw some burning hands
Ooh.
out in front of me towards the vines.
Yeah. You cast the spell. The vines incinerate. Like they don't linger at all. You utterly wipe them. There seems to be no remains of spoopy vines that kill people.
Excellent. Good job.
Marvelous. Very nice. All right. I'll take the danger in hand and skippity skip. All right. Does anything happen when I get near this pentagram thingy?
No.
Pentacle. Okay.
Seems to be a hawthorn made staff sitting on a pedestal on it.
Okay. Try and make these very, very quickly. I'm gonna investigate the pedestal. See if there's no any stupid pressure plates or something I should be worried about.
Yeah. With a crit investigation, you're pretty confident you don't see any mechanisms.
Okay. And gonna go ahead and blow one of the spell slots to detect magic, and so I don't have to do a ritual spell on it, so it'd be faster. Do I have it on me? Yes, I do. Thank God. All right, and biggity boppity boop, cast, and good.
Yeah, you cast Detect Magic, and you detect an aura of necromancy from the staff.
Oh, that's always delightful. Okay, I pick up the staff.
The staff disintegrates into dust.
Huh.
What?
Wasn't expecting that.
Not at all.
Eldrin kind of picked up this one
Yeah,
last week.
I kind of figure. It's just a lure.
It's a
Interesting.
debate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems to be nothing. Let's go.
If you were a fish, you would be caught.
Magic glue to adventurers. Fish bait up the hook. All right, cool. All right, so you guys have an awkward situation right now. Let's move you to the world map. Because, weirdly, you have raged the source of your next breadcrumb. And we're not given direction on where to go next. I had originally drawn an intended path, where you guys wanted to kind of go down, maybe to look at the sword, thinking it was a bit on the nose, perhaps.
Why not?
But you also have to your immediate east the Wandering Emporium.
Should probably go. Well, the one important, they were also selling information for things. So perhaps they know the location of the thing.
Yeah, you know
Who
that
would
there's
be wrong?
a fortune teller there as well,
Ah.
willing to deal in soul coins for potentially fortunes. All right, so you guys want to go to the Wandering Emporium?
Yeah, sounds like as good a plan as any.
Okay. You go to the Wandering Emporium.
All right, let's do that.
Mahadi greets you with open arms as he always does. Welcome back, friends. We received your guest. We catered to her needs. She was quite satisfied, I think.
She was indeed.
Welcome back. How can we help you today?
You can't. I walk off to the fortune teller.
Oh, okay.
Kind of shrug my arms like, oh, okay, and I start following Antamila.
All right, yeah, you guys can move yourself where you want.
All right. Where is that fortune teller? She's up here, right? Yeah. We can follow this. Alrighty. So I call for the fortune teller.
Hello.
Would you perhaps be able to tell me the location of a Titan?
Well, I can't tell you the location of things, but I could certainly see your fortune to see where you should be.
Why not? And I handed a soul coin that I was going to give to Miss Teleport Misunderstanding Lady. Yeah.
Okay. Come on in.
I do so.
And I have literally written this fortune within the past 15 seconds, so I apologize. But
good.
I actually did it in the rhyming format that I use for the other ones. To the south is a grave. A Titan, once brave, is now the one that needs a save. And she kind of thinks for a moment. And she says, there to the south, I assume that this fortune speaks to the ruined armaments of a once large creature that was here in Avernus. Tried to tangle with Tiamat, from my understanding. I think that is probably where this fortune is trying to direct you.
All right. Thank you for the fortune.
She nods her head, and she hands you the paper. Put the fortune on it so you can reference it in...
Nice.
Nice.
She says, if you show me a map, I could perhaps point you in the direction.
I go and get the map from Edmund, come back and hand it to her or show it to her.
Ironically, guys, just FYI, you can even check the module after this.
It's the big old sword.
It's the big old
Yeah.
sword. You guys were gonna go there anyway.
You knew
Biggest
it.
troll ever. I'm not even memeing. Like, this is dead serious. The next place you guys are supposed to go. Biggest troll.
Well, at least we know why we need to go there.
Yeah. If you look a lot closer, it's like ruined arms and armaments. There's like
Yeah,
a
I
broken
can see
helmet there and other stuff. But yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. Do you guys want to start heading along the path I've laid out for you on the map?
I mean, any objections?
Looks like it's about 4 days away. Well, 2 days if you're going full speed. Via the method used to get down here the first time. The 4 days was based on, I think, Edmund's warhorse speed, but I don't remember what modified that.
It was based on, we were doing, I'm flying on the broom with Lulu.
Got
And
it.
it seems like all the things with the circle around them have something to do. Something important. Perhaps their locations of importance.
The
It's
map
circle-
is as you see it.
Okay.
Well, some things are a little off on that one, but yeah. It's
Are
pretty
those
close.
letters?
Where?
Think
Or
so.
what letters?
I guess the
Like this?
Oh yeah, the
This.
little things.
It's not in like Infernal or something, right?
It's not legible,
Okay.
Okay.
but there do seem to be mysterious circles that you're now noticing and pointing out. About all the locations you've been to have had them, actually.
Yeah, sure. I was trying to see if the letters all like if there's the same letters on certain ones.
Hey, what was the
They seem to be different.
the actual thing Red Roof said with the Titan to like break the contract? What was it that we needed from it? I don't. Not really.
Bring Titan's blood.
Titan's blood. That's
Drink it. Yeah.
So we need to procure some Titan's blood.
That might
Good
be.
thing I bought a bunch of glassware.
That should help.
Okay.
Also, we have 2 days left of broom vroom thing.
Of the new one.
Demon grinder. Yeah, it just happened to be
Broom
because of
vroom
the new soul coin. There's 2 days left of it.
Okay.
Been
Altamila,
well,
can
maybe
you
like
do
a day and a
wisdom saving
half.
throw, please? Just a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
We're still doing our daily routine.
Yeah, not always conveniently when I'm asking for a saving throw, but sure.
Yeah. No, I'm just making sure that we're still doing it.
Yep.
19 altogether, I guess.
Okay, good. It would not have been enough. Okay.
It's 20 because it's a 4 now.
yeah. I was gonna say if you're near.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you exceeded it. You have the feeling you're being watched.
Guys, that stuff is still happening.
Get the lantern.
Pull out the lantern. And see what I see.
You see a similar eye above Antamila's head.
Were we able to dispel it before?
You were. Someone had made a check, and they had. I think they were anyway. It was a dispel check. I don't think it was enough outright. I don't remember the spell level of Scry, but it's an ability check. Last time you did, though. Derek would know that the spell Scry doesn't really follow you, though. So, I mean,
it's
you
the
could just
placement
walk away
location.
from it. Yeah. Well, it creates a sensor at the location of your target,
I see.
but it doesn't
Oh, okay.
move. At least I don't think it moves. I'm pretty sure it does not move. I'll double double check.
It might be how you choose, because I thought there was one weird option.
I know there's an arcane eye that you can move around. Oh, it does. Never mind. It does move with them, so that is pretty relevant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It lasts for 10 minutes too.
Oh, we should
Give me
So
an
are-
intelligence check, Eldrin. Now, real quick intelligence check before anyone says anything.
Okay.
Please roll high. Please roll higher than a 10.
12.
You recall the sign at the entrance that says no magic or no fighting or spellcasting. Just reminding you of that, just in case it's relevant for any reason.
We're still in the Emporium, guys.
Ah, okay, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Perhaps if we tell Mahari, he can do something about it.
Possibly.
Are you gonna inform Mahadi?
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's spying on us or on your location.
Okay, just a second. Yeah.
Let's cry back on that bitch.
Somebody breaking your rules.
Not technically.
He wasn't inside, who?
He can, actually. And he will do something about it. And he will say out loud, looking at it. And he will say... Favored hostess, if you wish to do business, I must insist that you come here yourself. Says, be gone. And he actually doesn't cast a magic spell. He kind of lifts his hand like he's going to, but then the eye disappears.
Mm.
I am sorry about that.
Yeah,
He says,
but
unfortunately,
actually,
I
it's
cannot
surprise.
control the action of those that are not here at the Wandering Emporium. He says, I would be careful if I were you. It seems as though you've caught the attention of someone relatively important.
Do you know who they are?
I recognize that eye anywhere. Information is,
Ah, of course.
coin, friends. He kind of rubs his hands together and smiles. I absolutely do know.
I don't have any soul coins.
Yeah, I'm making you guys burn these soul coins, man. He would say, normally I trade for information. Normally I trade only in souls, but this is, I kind of want you to know, but I can't give you information for free. And, speaking... he looks around, and he's gonna whisper to you, Eldrin.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say, for 1 copper piece, I will tell you who that was.
I'll give him a copper piece.
And he,
Have 8 copper pieces now.
Yep, you're running low, boys. He pulls out a piece of paper, and he writes something down in common, and folds it up, and hands it to you, Eldrin, and kind of bows deeply. He says, I wish you luck in adventurers. I hope to see you soon.
And I open the piece of paper and read it.
Yeah, it says Zariel.
Well, that's fog.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Hmm.
Kenny, not Edmund.
I guess I'll show the paper without saying anything to the rest. Better not to mention the name.
Yeah, you get the idea that he didn't want to speak it.
Right.
Right.
But you know who.
Voldemort?
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Saying something,
the
Kenny?
better question is, why is she? I mean, we would know off of the scrying, like what Derek knows about scrying, that even though it's creating a sensor to location, it's being used on Anthamilla, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So why are they specifically why are they specifically targeting you, Anthamilla?
I mean, it happened when she put on that damn ring.
True.
She must have been the one leading Pipkin,
Awesome.
and he was trying to take you.
It.
Oh yeah,
They actually.
they.
I'm sticking with it. Because it's dead.
It
And I
is.
still gotta ask it
Pip
questions.
is very dead. That is true. Okay. What would you all like to do next? Are you gonna go ahead and proceed on your journey towards that spot?
Interesting. Interesting. We don't have any more soul coins. How much party funds do we have left?
Not much.
Party treasury is currently at 296 gold, 25 silver.
Okay.
Do you have anything? Is there anything anti-scrying that we could?
Let's go ask.
Something of non-detection.
So go. I'm gonna go
Okay,
back to
hard
the
to
item
check.
shop and see if they have anything that will help prevent this particular action from reoccurring.
So, out of character, guys, I don't know what item would do this. There probably is an item that exists, but I don't know what it is.
Amulet of
I think
proof
it's an
against
amulet.
detection and location. Wondrous item, uncommon, requires attunement.
Yeah.
It is uncommon. So
They will definitely have this here if it's an uncommon magic item, and it will be at a 20% markup for a utility item.
Okay, so 20% utility item. How much is that going to run? Because I'm gonna have to fucking attune to that damn thing and keep it on, so that Zariel doesn't just drop her fat ass on the whole party and murder you all and kidnap me, which would be just the worst fucking thing.
I'm sure she could have by now.
I'm sure she's just waiting for something very particular to happen.
Nope. Well, I'm not gonna say. I guess I shouldn't say anything. Sorry, can you link the item?
Yeah. And I'll drop that into Discord.
And I will get you the price. Not that expensive.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad for an uncommon.
Yeah, it's gonna be 20% on 3.
That's 360.
360. Yes.
All right, let's go to current gold. All right.
Give
so
me
let's
an
select.
intelligence check on Tamila.
Okay.
And give me an arcana check, Derek.
Because wouldn't she be able to do it to all of us?
Well,
this
never
point?
mind. You guys, Eldrin just made the check that I was about to give you information on. Yeah, at this point, this might not be helpful unless you had one for everybody, because even if Ontamila can't be targeted, you would know that if you have seen another target, they could just simply cast scrying on the other person.
Right.
So, yeah, good job. Kind of figured that out without me giving it to you through checks.
Nice.
So you still might want it. It's up to you. It's up to you completely, but it's at least going to stop one scrying spell. Beyond that, you don't know.
Seems like that might not be the greatest.
And some of us don't have.
2 limit slots.
Yeah. I think I have one left. But if we can't get all of us, then it doesn't really matter. I mean, it'll slow it down, but
Yeah, the more you have, it certainly will be coming down to like D4 rolls at that point, like to see who they're casting on, that sort of thing.
mhm.
So what are we gonna do?
Yep, you guys can make a decision. Do you want to purchase a whole bunch of these? I don't know how much money you have, or do you want to purchase one and see if you're lucky, or want to move on? Any soul coin purchases you guys want to do? Anything like that?
I don't have any soul coins. Or many coins either.
I can't think of anything else to do here that Ed really wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to. We could find some way of stopping the scrying, but obviously that's not going to work.
I mean, it will stop you from being perceived from the scrying as well. So even if they don't scry on you, it would stop from them seeing you. So
Right, but we don't really have the money to buy for it, nor the attunement slots.
yeah,
so.
yeah. So
I only
yeah.
have one. Interesting. All right.
Do we know?
We'll come across them again, anyways.
Do we know from Derek's knowledge and Anthemilla's experience now, with it happening multiple times? Do we know even if you fail the check, do you still get like a tingle feeling, or
No. So I've been doing that out of the kindness of my heart if you exceed the check.
Gotcha.
But if you fail or just hit it, I'm not giving that bonus info. So
Oh,
that's
by
just kind of-
default, by default, if you beat the thing, do you not know that it happened?
no, you don't know at all, unless you can
That's
see
right.
invisible things.
I actually do remember that.
It's just kind of me being like, I don't want you guys to not know. Kind of just like an added niceness.
Right.
I have love in my heart. I am not a cruel DM, I promise. All right,
Perhaps
you
it's
guys.
something that once we're closer to our final destination, we'll consider.
Okay. You guys gonna head on the trail?
So have I not been able to resist the spell one time?
You have.
There's
Oh.
been days where you haven't felt it, so you could assume that you resisted it.
Yeah, there has been 1 or 2 times from what I recall that you got the tingle. There was 1 or 2 times where you hit it on the money. Didn't get a tingle at all, and then I think there's actually I think only been once or twice that you've straight up failed it with no at all. It's been a pretty even spread. Okay. Let's get forward.
Yeah.
So, get on good old Demon Grinder. Most way through the first day, I will say you notice something. You're kind of riding along on your broom, Edmund, and you get a voice calling from the map as you start to pass by, because this is mostly a wide open kind of barren / plain situation. There's not much in the way of formal structures from what you've seen, but you notice that as you're kind of passing by to your east, like you're about here, you see what appears to be a stone structure. In the ground nearby around the structure, there seems to be long swords and shields. They're in like utterly poor shape, but you see them all over the place. You see ruined remains of armor and armaments over a wide area, and on the shields, well, you're kind of in the air, I guess, on the room, so you might not notice a lot of details. But your map speaks out and says, Zariel's fallen companions cannot rest. Nobody can in this nightmare hellscape. That's what the map says to you. Kind of fly by this place.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yep. Zariel's fallen companions cannot rest. Nobody can in this nightmare hellscape.
Okay, thank you.
You guys want to keep rolling by?
I personally would say yes. I mean, hit it on the way back if we wanted to. That's my vote.
That's when we pass this.
Yes. The thing with the circle on the map.
Yeah.
One of the only structures you've seen in Avernus.
And it said Zariel's companions can't rest. No one can?
Yeah, pretty much.
Does Lulu recognize the place?
I guess I would ask her. It's me and Lulu up in the air, so you guys
Oh,
probably.
that's true. Yeah, we
That's
probably didn't
pretty
hear.
Lulu from up here would say, I think on the distance on that building, I see banners that remind me of what Rhea was wearing. I don't know what this place is, though.
Okay, we may have to check that out as we leave. Yeah, I'll just continue on for now.
Okay.
But make a note of it to party.
Camp out relatively close by for the night.
Oh, if we're having a camp for the night, I'd bring it up then. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a 2-day journey because
Gotcha.
it's 4 days cut in half.
So once we camp out, I'd let them know, like, hey, that structure we passed earlier, the map actually chimed in as it's known to do, apparently. And I'd let them know what it said. I didn't think it was pertinent to stop immediately, but it may be something we would check out, especially if it's something similar to the hill we were at before, where there's souls that can't rest or something. Perhaps we could help move on.
All right. Anybody have any thoughts on that, or just gonna sleep for the night and move on?
I like how nobody responds like, yeah, okay, Edmund, sure.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean that. I like that idea. We can
perhaps
look
it's,
at it.
perhaps it's similar to the other forests with all the.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Antamila, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Hoorah.
And then there will be one unique thing I want to do during the night.
All right, is it secret?
Yeah.
All right, message me. Antamila, you feel like you're being watched. One in the middle of the. This will be on the middle of when you're on the road again.
I let them know.
But it wasn't successful, obviously. You feel like you were trying to be watched, I suppose. Rolled high enough with your ridiculous 19. Oh wait, you might not actually have Edmund's bonus.
Yeah, because he's about how far away? Like 30, 40 feet up?
Yeah, definitely not within 10 feet.
Yeah, I mean, if it's during the day like that, then yeah, no.
Okay, good to know. All right, Derek, did you mess? Oh, you did. Let me see.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
I need to do long rest button. Make sure you add back your temporary hit points, people.
Oh yeah, new day. Right.
Six, right?
Yeah, 6 for now.
I'm gonna go ahead and while we're riding along, use my daily use of summon elemental or familiar. Find familiar.
Oh, in the morning.
Mm-hmm. My Thunder Fault.
Boys. Derek is plotting the death of the entire party.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I knew he'd betray us eventually. It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Sudden but inevitable.
Oh boy, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to do with that, Alex?
Nope. That will satisfy my needs.
Horrible. You're a horrible person. You're horrible and you should feel bad.
Wonder what he did.
I'm so sorry, party. All right. Yeah. So you continue on. Towards mid-ish day, kind of late day actually, you kind of come across this interesting sight. There is a tremendous sword, fit for what you would think is a huge. Yeah. Very big, big sword embedded in the ground. And as you approach it, your very loud demon grinder, think that you see a creature skitter from behind a giant helmet to hide behind the blade of the sword.
What size is the creature?
Very, very tiny.
Hmm.
Actually, not tiny. Small, not tiny.
So like halfling size.
Yep. Altamila, with her ridiculous passive perception, would tell that it looks similar to a spined devil, but it's not quite the same. It's different somehow. You can't put your finger on it. It moved really quick, but it resembled a spine devil to you.
I relay my suspicions to the party.
We should be careful about attacking things here. Perhaps this Titan was shapeshifted in some way.
Right.
We know Lulu got small.
I'm always small except when I want to be big.
You can get bigger.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like since the beginning? Like this whole time?
No. The visions. I've seen myself bigger.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
So you can
Yeah.
get bigger now.
She kind of scratches her head with her trunk. I don't know how.
Have you just,
But I'm
like,
sure that beautiful golden mammoth was definitely me. Majestic.
Have you just tried to will it so?
She kind of squints her eyes and the blood vein on her forehead starts to grow kind of big and she's kind of squinting and making grunting noises. Didn't work.
Gotta think big Lulu thoughts.
That's okay.
I'll try my best. All right. So yeah, otherwise it's remarkably silent here.
Okay.
I'll, bring Demon Grinder to a slow it down some. What's the plan?
Perhaps that creature
Well,
knows of its
yeah.
whereabouts. Or knows something.
Start investigating.
Do you want to go on foot from here?
Probably best, right?
Yeah, somebody should
You know,
probably
we're
be
all
on
together
the.
and everything. I mean, if
Some-
Elder wants to use the broom,
You can use the broom, Edmund or Derek.
I prefer
You
to
what?
something with range capabilities more adequate than myself in case we get into a bad situation.
On to Mila. You notice something interesting.
Okay.
In the pommel of this sword is a fairly large gem. And it's kind of glowing a little bit. And for some reason this gem kind of calls to you. You don't know why, but you're like Apu from Aladdin when he sees that giant gem being held by the statue in the Cave of Wonders. For some reason you see this thing and you're kind of thirsty for it.
Yeah.
This giant pommel gem. Okay. So how much do you guys think that gem would fetch us if we brought it back to Mahadi?
How big is the gem?
It's a pretty sizable gem. It's probably the size of an orb, kind of similar to the crystal ball that the fortune teller had.
Sure, it's worth something.
But this thing has been laying here for a while. Would be careful. I'm sure if it's of some worth, somebody would have already tried to take it.
Very true.
Let's
Yeah.
not be like the branch in the woods again.
Hey, I investigated. No one got hurt except for Thunderfall. Sorry,
Rip.
Thunderfall.
Rip Thunderfall, who I can assume you've resummoned since then.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been 2 days. You can have Thunderfall back.
We should probably try to talk to that creature.
I send Thunderfall. You know what? Every time I send Thunderfall, he dies.
It's true.
It's a recurring theme.
Well, it's
I'm
better
gonna not
it
send Thunderfall.
better it than us.
Yeah. I wonder if familiars have feelings. I wonder if that's why Jezebel was so mean to Elvira.
Yeah, Jezebel was a jerk familiar. But that's what you get when you summon things from the chaos. Demons, right? They're there to cause havoc and stuff. So,
I suppose.
you get what you ask for.
Mm.
You guys are really scared of this spined devil.
So if now we should just go together.
Then let's just have to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best case, it's a spine devil or something like that that's helpful. Worst case, it's a spine devil or something like that, and we kill it.
Alright, so does anybody here speak giant?
Nope.
Nope.
Me.
So no.
Okay. From behind the pommel of the sword, you hear things in a language you don't understand. And as you get closer, Edmund, the map says something. A fallen titan, or a wimp with delusions of grandeur. I'll leave that for you to decide.
Okay.
And suddenly in common, you hear, "Who are you? Stay back! Stay back!"
That's from the
From
small
behind the pommel
creature.
of the sword. Yeah, it's completely...
Assumedly from the small creature.
Probably, yeah. It's coming from that direction.
Hey, we're just looking for Titan, I guess. See anything around here?
Suddenly, the creature walks from behind the sword with its hands kind of on its hips akimbo, and he says, "I am the mighty Empyrean Uldrak. What do you seek of me?"
You're a Titan.
Emmett just looks back at the party and looks back at the creature.
This has been funny.
What? He looks back at the party again. What do we know about Titan?
That they're big.
Did it seem like he was truthful on his?
With a 26, you seem to think that he seems to believe that's true.
Okay,
You seem to think that he seems to think that.
right. Well, like the map said, it seems like this creature, whether rather is or at least thinks it's a giant, it's of some sort.
Yeah.
Can you send me a name in chat?
Oh, yeah.
Do we know anything about giants?
Give me a... Well, giants are going to be different than what this thing said it is. For giants, you could give me a
Titan.
nature check. For titans, you would need to give me a religion check.
Alright, I'll go with the religion test on the Titan, because I'm pretty sure Titans are big. I mean, on the basic religion check, I think that's the basic thing most people know about Titans. They're big. Maybe nothing else, but it's implied in the name. Alright, let's see.
Not just
yeah,
big,
so
titanic.
Right.
They're also from Tennessee, some strange
and
land.
they last for like 3 hours.
Yeah, Altamila, you know that specifically the word, this thing referred to itself as an Empyrean, and you know Empyreans certainly would be titanic and would classify as titans. They are, in fact, quite huge, and they're celestial creatures. They fight for good and justice in other planes of existence. It's sometimes they could get a little full of themselves, but in general, most of the time, they generally mean well and generally do well.
All right. Well, having that knowledge flood back in, I'm going to ask this little old Drac is what he said his name was.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so not large?
And he kind of looks down at himself and kind of frowns a little bit. He said, "Well, obviously, I was cursed."
By what?
Could you detect his nature, Edmund?
I'm inside the shit out of that.
Okay. Yeah, you guys seem to... He seems to believe at least what he's saying is true. Kind of hard for you to say. He would add, "I was here to slay Tiamat. This is what happened to me."
Did she do this to you? She's the one that cursed you?
Yeah, what a bitch.
Can you sense this creature's nature, Edmund?
Yeah, give it a shot. I will activate Divine Sense. See if he's
Occasionally, as this guy's speaking, by the way, his language changes to something you don't understand. Like mid-sentence, it'll kind of just suddenly, and then he'll have to stop and correct himself. It's weird. Divine Sense gives off very fiendish aura coming from him.
He claims to be cursed.
Yeah.
Is there a way to lift this curse from you?
Well, I'm sure if I spilled the blood of Tiamat, I would be free. Easier said than done.
Derek is like, we gotta go all the way over there.
Just that?
I turn to the group. Favor chain.
Favor chain, indeed. Maurice has detected the favor chain earlier than this. 1,000,000% favor chain. Let's
Didn't
do
you
all
remove our curse already, Edmund?
Wait a
I
second.
do have remove curse.
I don't know if you're strong enough. I would be welcome for you to try it.
Why not?
I have a question, Uldrak.
Yes.
So how certain are you that spilling the blood of Tiamat would remove your curse?
Well, that's what I was sent here to do, and I was cursed by Tiamat. I've had millennia to think about this. I'm pretty confident.
Do you think it has to be directly her blood? What if it was like, say...
Oh, no, don't be ridiculous. No. Also, he puffs out his chest to you, Edmund, and, like, encourages you to try to lay your hands upon him and cure his curse, which will have no effect.
Yeah.
But he
Probably
says,
started up with stuff like that.
but there is a champion of Tiamat here who carries a reliquary containing some of Tiamat's blood. The champion of Tiamat, actually. Archon.
God darn son of a...
I think
Does it have
he
to be
uses it
her
for
blood?
diabolical rituals and stuff like that.
Does it have to be specifically her blood? Can it be like a relation of Tiamat, maybe? A distant sister, possibly?
I don't think so. But, look. You all seem really keen on helping me for some reason. Or at least interested in hearing my story. Thank you? He kind of looks at you with, like, wide puppy dog eyes.
Just curious bunch.
It's the only act of kindness I've seen in a very long time. To come here and offer help to something asking for nothing in return. You are truly brave warriors.
Antamilla eyes the Jim and the pommel. What's that do? She
Oh,
points to it.
that was my weapon. That's... So, okay, so... When I came here to slay Tiamat, I brought this baby along. And this lets you kind of draw out dragons. It's an orb of dragon kind.
It's a... What?
Normally, this would not be a thing that somebody wants on them. But this kind of draws... You have the ability to kind of draw dragons to you with this particular orb. It's very helpful to draw dragons out of their den rather than facing them in their home. See?
That makes sense. And she does not break eye contact with the orb.
Yes, it's very shiny. I was actually going to suggest that you all take this, as I imagine that you'll need something to negotiate with Archon for. He's
you
probably
think he
not
would-
just going to give you Tiamat's blood for free, but maybe if he can have something. This is very valuable.
Yeah. But then we'll be besieged by any dragons we come by.
No,
Right.
no. You have to. You actually have to try to use it. It doesn't just.
Oh! Oh, good. All right.
Keep it in the bag.
So we can take this shiny orb?
If you're gonna help me, yeah.
Well, I have to go see Archon anyway for reasons that are unknown to me, sort of, kind of, a little bit.
Oh,
A little fuzzy on the details.
be careful of him. He's quite powerful, and he's got legions of undead. Then there's that big scary white dragon.
What?
There's also a scary turtle. I think it's a turtle.
Like a pet turtle? He has a scary pet turtle?
It's like a turtle the size of 2 people. It's very big.
Oh.
Not as big as me, obviously. He kind of puffs
That
out
is
his chest.
scary.
But
I think it's probably bigger than you are right now.
if only you knew. If only you knew. Again, he keeps changing into different languages as he speaks. It's really weird. He switches between giant and common. Well, you don't know it's giant, I suppose. And it's kind of awkward because his voice changes. You can tell he's a little unhinged, perhaps. But yeah, you could absolutely take it as long as you promise to help me.
I promise to help him while looking at the orb like catnip, I suppose. Now that I understand why I'm eyeballing the orb.
Yeah, you should probably be able to just take it out.
All right. Take out the orb, I guess.
You have an orb of dragon kind. And give me a second, I will send you this. It has some properties associated with it that are not listed on the thing.
Okay.
We should probably keep it in the back just in case.
So, these effects would be explained to you out loud, so anybody can click on the link to see what it does.
Probably a good idea.
It is quite a potent magic item in its own right. Aside from its ability to call dragons to it, it also has certain spell-like abilities. It has passive effects, which I will message you later. It has 2 minor beneficial properties, 1 minor detrimental property, and 1 major detrimental property. But the detrimental ones you're not going to know. The minor benefits, one of them is that it glows. And the other, so it emits light within a 10-foot radius. Another reason to, I guess, hide it, because Eldrin will hate you. And it is dim light, actually. The other minor beneficial property, I forgot what they are. You won't know until you actually,
Test it.
yeah.
That sounds like I'm not doing that this time.
It also requires attunement.
Of course it does.
I'm sorry. You guys have all this magic loot. Okay. So, you guys are so nice. Is there, anything I can help you with or anything?
Right. Well, we came to actually get, I look at the party, your blood to break a contract with Zariel.
Oh. Well, yeah. I mean, if you break this curse on me, I could give you a lot of blood. Little prick on my finger is probably like a gallon for you guys. Sure.
Probably has to be in Titan form.
I was gonna say, are we to assume that it won't work outside of Titan form?
Well,
I mean,
you would
he's-
know, Edmund, that he's definitely giving off a fiend vibe.
Gotcha. He's basically been turned into a fiend. It sounds.
Yes, you're not. You can certainly try it, but you're a little skeptic.
Yeah, I was just curious because we're already going to be probably passing at least somewhat close to the elemental. So
There's
Try
a lot of
not to
backtracking that's going to have to go
Yeah.
on.
trying to avoid that if I could, but doesn't sound like
Better not. I wouldn't risk drinking fiend's blood.
yeah. Sound good. Okay. Feel like I'm in. Came up recently. What's the place in Westshire or what? Goldshire?
Lots of back and forth.
Yeah, I'm collecting
Fortunately,
all
we
the.
can handwave a lot of it. It's just mostly there's not a lot of random encounters because, like, everyone's fighting in the blood war.
So who wants to hold the orb?
We should put it in the bag so it doesn't
Yep.
affect anybody.
Agreed. Yep, I will hold open the bag of holding
Okay.
to allow whoever wants to drop it in. to do so.
Small visible effort. The orb
This is
in
for
bag.
the other minor detriment or minor beneficial property. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll these. Minor 1 or 2. Or minor. Or they're just kind of for my notes. Oh, let's see what 39 is. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that one's kind of bad. Intriguing. Intriguing. All right, what do you guys want to do?
I don't think we can think of anything else we need from this guy, right?
Yeah, I guess
I
I'd
mean,
ask him, is he the only one around?
we should inspect the area at the very least.
I'm the only one here. This is my house. I live in my old helmet.
Yeah,
Feel
so
free
you
to
wouldn't
take
mind
over.
us?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We will do that.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I bet your new home has a lot of headroom, huh?
He looks visibly pained.
10.
You don't see anything of interest. Aside from the sword and the helmet, it mostly appears to be a remarkably barren area.
I will, after doing that, kind of walk back up to him. I'd say maybe half day's journey towards the north. There seems to be some ruins and a lot of battlements. Do you know anything about that?
I've been there. I've kind of scattered out most of the area within, a day of here. I try to avoid that place. You could hear the sounds of moaning from inside. There is a really big door that prevents entry into the place, so you'd probably have to find some way past the door. I don't know how to get inside. I've never actually been inside, but I think there's dead stuff inside, or stuff that was previously dead. One time, I went by and I ran away because I saw an armored guy on a chariot being drawn by two things that looked like some sort of metal beast. I don't know. And he was able to walk up to the door and it opened for him. But yeah, I try to stay away. It seems dangerous.
An armored, making sure I heard that right. Armored guy in a chariot driven by two metal beasts.
Yes.
Okay.
There's not really anything else of interest. I mostly get left alone out here. Pretty
Is there a
boring.
reason why any of the fiends haven't taken this gem or sword in the past?
I think most of them are focused to the northeast. This is a pretty desolate area. I don't see a lot of fiends come by here at all, but I've never actually spoken with any here. There might be something related to the curse. I don't know.
And I guess I'll ask Edmund for the map and I'll show him. Do you know anything about that area over there? Those spoopy looking things?
I actually don't know what that is.
Storm Clinical Town?
Oh, I do
It's
remember.
within walking. It's within a day of him. So.
Yeah. He would say there's a strange creature that seems to be kind of tied up there. has chains around it, and there's devils that seem to be torturing it. I think it's a demon.
Okay.
What's it look like?
It's like a very it's like a blob. Has eyes and tentacles. It was almost as big as me, actually. Very big.
Mayhaps we steer clear of that area.
Let the fiends fight amongst themselves.
Exactly.
Exactly, he says, kind of like acting like he's one of you guys. You know, if I could pick up this sword, though, I'd probably go over there and deal with them just because I can.
During all of this, I assume Lulu hasn't had any significant reaction.
No, she doesn't believe him, though. She would whisper as much to you on occasion.
Then
Like-
why would we have a giant dragon orb? Well, not giant, but like, you know what I mean.
That is true. I don't know. But he looks like a devil. Probably a devil. He's probably just trying to trick you.
I didn't detect anything on him, but it's not. Doesn't mean that he's not lying. But he might
Right.
believe. It seems like he believes what he's saying. Doesn't mean that it's true.
Oh, I have a way. Uldrak, would you like to make a deal?
For what?
Well, the other end of the bargain would be my soul, if I could have your sword.
He looks confused.
See, Lulu? He would have jumped all over that.
Yeah, he has a genuine look of confusion on his face. And he would say, I don't really have a use for souls, but I do have a use for my sword. If I could carry it, that is.
Interesting. Hey, Edmund, could
Yep.
you pull out the lantern, do a quick sweep of the area?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'll grab the lantern from the bag of holding and I was like, "Do you want me to? Do you want to borrow it? Do you want to?"
Either way, I just
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you do it, Kenny.
Yeah. Sure. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
you pull out the lantern and sweep it around, and around the party.
Yep.
The 10 invisible demons. No, I'm just fucking with you. You see nothing.
I was like, oh, damn! What a twist!
Well,
That's a great troll.
yeah. I was like,
he
what-
won't take that deal, but we will. Oh,
Sorry, guys.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
that was good.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'll just wait here and hide in my helmet, and yeah, I'll give you all the blood you want. You're able to get me back to normal. I'll blood for days. Just make sure you have something to carry it.
got
That probably is a good thing to note.
Is it just the helmet and the sword? Is there no other parts?
There probably is, but they might be long buried. Like even the sword itself is kind of like partially buried in the ground, and the helmet's also in a similar state. They have the appearance of being here for a very long time. You feel like even if he was big and could wrest the sword from the ground, it might not be in great shape at all.
Right.
So there could be other pieces of huge size equipment somewhere, but it doesn't seem visible.
Well, I mean, don't really have too many other choices. Might as well try it.
We would know that the Empyreans were generally good. You said.
Yeah, they weren't necessarily all good, like all
Right.
celestial beings, but a lot of them were. Some of them had a prone disposition to being a little bit fanatical for their cause. or foolish or self-serving. They were very much for glory types. Generally,
Yeah.
the for glory was for the greater good, but sometimes it was for personal benefit.
Interesting hunted Tiamat. Hey, I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. Specifically, how long, like how old are you? How long have you been down here?
Millennia.
Yeah, he said millennia before. I think.
Okay.
I lost track after a while.
Do you possibly speak Draconic?
Uh, he
Parlez-vous
He-
en draconic?
does actually.
Oh, snap.
Interesting. Okay, so I switched the conversation over to Draconic. Okay, so like have you ever heard of the Shane? And of course I hear blah 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 in pack.
Right. I was gonna
Yeah.
say we don't know
Blah,
that.
blah, 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 feedback. Blah, 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 blah. He would
There she goes
say,
asking again.
I know what that means, but no.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Man, a few questions that all hinged on that one question?
A
Man.
little bit. Like,
Okay.
well,
enough.
I mean, I have suspicions, but I don't really have anything to base them on. Like, okay, so does okay, have you heard anything about Zariel and Tiamat making some sort of deal, like a ceasefire or something?
No.
Okay.
I do know that they are supposedly not friendly. And I do know that they generally try to avoid each other. I don't know why. Actually, I don't even know if he would do that. He literally doesn't interact. He doesn't know that, actually. I lied to you. He
Fair.
does not even know that. He has not interacted with, like, any of this stuff. He would say he doesn't know, actually.
All right. In my draconic question, I get that, I think.
Okay.
'Cause if he doesn't
He
know,
would
then-
say, he would again warn you that if you intend to see Archon, he has legions of undead. Not a little, a lot. Like, we're talking, like, possibly in the hundreds. And there are creatures called Abishai that serve Tiamat. Well, some serve Tiamat, not all of them serve Tiamat. But there are Abishai loyal to Tiamat at the location as well. So,
do we know what an Abishai is by now?
you have encountered an Abishai.
Okay.
So, yes. You fought
And-
one that was loyal to Zariel, it seems.
Does he know of a way to relatively safely get an audience with Archon?
I the last time I was in that general area, Archon didn't exist.
Wow.
So,
Oh boy.
yeah. I would just say he is probably greedy, like his queen. And probably would be willing to talk if treasure was involved.
That makes sense. Very draconic. Have you ever met him? Oh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for this little guy? He's willing to answer. He doesn't know a lot of stuff, but he seems willing to answer anything you want to ask him.
I might have missed this, but how and why? Like, I know he was here to fight Tiamat, but like, how'd he get here? Who sent like that kind of stuff?
Why was he here fighting it? Yeah.
Yeah, how did he get here?
Well, I
Two.
cast plane shift. I teleported here as a result. I brought my sword with me, and I was here to do battle on behalf of Surtur. Surtur.
Sword.
And Surtur, give me a religion check.
Boop.
We could have 2 per go.
Try then, since I asked the question.
Yeah, you would know. You've heard the phrase before. It's not a major deity or anything, but your roll is high enough. You're confident that Sorter was the giant god.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
Was the giant god?
Is the god of giant. And himself is depicted as a fire giant, actually.
Oh, so that is Surtur. Yeah, that guy.
In my questioning or my understanding of that, do I know like what beef? Beyond just, oh yeah, I want to fight and get rid of Tiamat, was there a particular reason?
You're not aware of a beef. You think it's kind of more related to the other piece of these things just trying to do good deeds and earn street cred sort of situation.
Okay.
I killed a Tiamat.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty big street cred, right? Obviously foolish, but like gods, like Tiamat is on the level of gods at this point. That has not always been the case, but for a very long time, Tiamat has been considered a very powerful entity. So pretty foolish, if his story is true. Dun dun dun.
Well, those are all my questions.
Cool. Alright, well, I'll just be here. Just,
I mean, you could come with if you want.
he will consider that. Faster for him.
Slash us.
The only thing I could think of as a reason why he wouldn't is because swords here, but he does not care about that as much. Back to
Himself back to normal, yeah.
he will say, yes, please.
Does he look big enough to helm one of the stations?
He probably could, yeah.
Does he look like a spine devil? Does he have wings?
Yeah, he could fly.
Marvelous. Marvelous. Everything's coming up winged creatures.
You guys have a swarm of flying stuff. All
Dude.
combat is flying now.
We have Thunderfall, we have Slobber Chops, we have Lulu, we have this guy now,
And we
Aldrak.
have your broom. And we have Edmund flying.
and the broom, and then it's not flying, but we have the 2 horses also, Fine Steed and the Bad Steed. Phantom Steed.
Okay. You've got a new friend.
You.
Ba-da-da-da.
Alright. Cool. Quest get.
Aldrak has joined the party. For possibly preventing a lot of backtracking, too.
Yeah, let's have
Yeah.
some
Not a bad
metagaming
idea.
process there.
Let's just keep him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let him die!
Oh, don't let him get tricked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that
Oh,
would
yeah.
suck so bad.
I'm allowed to say that.
So, Aldrak, we
Yeah.
need you not to die. So, if combat occurs, could you maybe hide unless we're really in trouble?
Okay.
Perfect.
He would also, if you guys end up starting to leave now, express disinterest in riding on the demon grinder.
And I look at Lulu. See? Doesn't like the demon grinder either.
The tricky part will be if he has a flying speed, is his flying speed at least equal to or greater than the broom?
Ooh.
Can he just
Yeah.
ride on the broom with you?
No, Lulu's already putting me at max capacity.
Oh.
But it's
Let
at max
Lulu-
capacity.
But the broom is going at 30.
Yeah, the broom's going at 30, so I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. But just something to
Yeah,
consider.
he flies 40.
Okay, we're good.
If that's the speed you're going at, then yeah. For
Yeah.
some reason,
Well, we're going at 30.
yeah. So he could.
Yeah,
Oh, but
'cause-
the struggle is he requires rest.
I was like, he needs to stop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Will he not
Well, now
taking-
that we have it this way, we can have Lulu and him alternate by being on the broom. So, like, when he's tired,
Oh!
Lulu flies, and yeah, so.
Yeah, Lulu
Problem
certainly.
solved.
Yeah, if you split it, that'll be fine actually.
Oh, it works. Yeah. Okay.
Lulu can fly fucking circles around us.
Yeah, Lulu's ridiculously fast. I don't even know. Okay, cool. Yeah, he really doesn't want to ride the grinder, so
Well,
good aligned
we
creatures.
we do have one sticky situation here,
Yep.
and we're about out on our machine here.
Oh, I guess you would be out of fuel. You have this was like 3/4 of the day. You got about a quarter day left on the demon grinder. Worth of fuel.
I haven't been asking if we have fuel or not.
So I will mention to the party, I think I can extend that a few more days.
Saying that out
And-
loud to the party.
Yeah. At this
Oh.
point, now he's kind of saying like, I can refill it, and he's looking at Edmund. But you know what that takes to do.
I
Struggle.
feel like we're gonna be walking.
I can't condone that action. I'm not gonna fight you, Eric. Stupid, but
Like, whoa, who's talking about fighting? Damn, Edmund, calm down.
I mean, you're literally murdering a soul, like disintegrating it. If that's not worth fighting over, then
True, says Lulu.
It's
True,
liberating
says
this world.
the weird guy.
it is
Oh.
not liberating a soul.
Every time he does a good deed, I'm going to turn to Lulu and say, see?
Well, I mean, we have
Hold
a
on.
direction, so we can get there.
I actually think. So I personally, I can extend it out just a little bit, and it doesn't require a soul. I still have this flask of ichor from the very
The
first
acre's
time.
not enough.
Yeah, you would know. You've been
He's
told.
talking about us getting further in the same amount of time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nitro.
just
Like a
just
nitro.
just boosting it.
Yeah, it won't
a
extend the
little bit.
time, but we'll get further.
Yeah.
The only problem is that I can't keep up with that.
True.
So
I think the best thing would be just to leave it here. If we come back around, at least we know the location will be with the helmet and the sword, which are easy to find.
Fair enough.
You know, because they're big and all. Because
Yeah.
I was really big.
Was
Will be.
that's the hope?
Okay. So, plan is to keep it here. Kind of start backtracking a bit.
And well, we gotta go that way.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, we do have to go that way, because now, how are we going to get... If the map is correct, how are we getting across that... Oh, never mind.
We have the broom.
Yes.
You guys are gonna go eastward. Interesting.
I will. I will ask him. Is there a?
I mean, if they're
Is there an
asking
actual
more-
field of fire,
Yes.
Uldrick? Okay.
A literal field of fire. So our options are go further north
Can do
and then
this.
head
Do it like
east,
that.
which would take quite a while. Make a shortcut through the demon being tormented, which seems strongly ill-advised, but very fast, since there's like that little, if the map is correct, there's a little path right over here. or we go through the field of fire, which seems like that's not a great idea.
We can go this way.
Unless someone wants to go check out one of these 2 volcanoes down here for no reason.
Uldrak would say, I hear that Archon is to the north, not to the east.
Well, that way we get over the river and then we go the shortcut around. Maybe stop at a volcano, and then we get there.
We're on a favor chain, Uldrak. Unfortunately, you're like the latest picked up. When you go to market and you gotta pick up this and that. Yeah, we're like really deep in this grocery list.
See, and that way we keep momentum. Inertia is important.
Because we're gonna have to come
And
back.
if we
to
do this,
beginning.
then we just we can hit them like this, and then we go back around. And then we're good.
I wish I could see Eliot's face during this. It's got to be really funny, actually.
If I will say, if we cross this river, then yes, I would want to go investigate the Forge of Bel while we're on that side.
Well,
Makes sense.
that might be a bit. Oh wait, it doesn't really matter. He'll pop up when we need him. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can get.
Well, don't forget, I will remind you, one of the whole reasons you're even doing this quest chain is to get a letter of introduction for Bel.
Yeah,
that's
right.
So I mean, I guess. No, I'm not. I don't think Eldrin would say. I know what Eldrin wants.
Of course, we can boomerang back across and head up to Archon after we deal with Smiler, because that's what we originally came down here for. Besides, he might not be there, and then we'll have to try and locate him again. And I really do not want to have to search all of Avernus to find that grinning prick. No offense, Eldrin.
That's all right. I'm glad that you also share my interest in finding them.
More like expediency.
Yes.
Okay. So, have you decided which route you are intending to take from where you are right now to head to that direction?
Out of character, though.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to come back here anyways at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So.
A lot of you guys. This is open world land. This is the fun of open world. I'm prepared for any of these directions you took. I was telling Alex and Kenny before the game, like, I have prepared everything. I don't know which way you guys are gonna go. Fortunately, this is one of the many pets I did prepare for.
Interesting. Okay, so do we want to take the path from here to here? That's a little screwed up. To the twin
I'll go around that.
pyramids here, and then go across from there.
Something like that, yeah. We could do that if we don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I like that as well, just because based on the map, that looks like one of the thinnest. Could be mistaken, but probably one of the quickest across the river as well.
Yeah, like a small spot here, and then a small space here.
I guess to keep in mind that it seems like this area is more desolate.
Yeah.
There's less fiends around. There's probably going to be more fiends close to the center.
Yeah, you've noticed this trend, like in the skies and stuff like that. A lot of the fiends seem to be centered around the under area of Elturel, and the further away you get from that, the less commonly you see them.
I suppose the easiest way to get past is to walk through the burning fields of fire. I'm sure we'll find something fire resistant in there if we don't die first.
I mean, if we see that it's unpassable, then we can always go back around.
Yeah, Uldrak would literally tell you that it is fields of fire. There are fire tornadoes.
Fire tornadoes on Samilla is hyped and also out at the same time.
Yeah, maybe not.
Cool, no.
Like, that is amazing. We are not going that way.
Yeah. Sounds so cool. Nope.
They would also tell you, though.
That's the coolest thing I never want to meet.
to keep kind of, because I don't want to DM spice you out of this. Sorry, I'm switching. I'm pretty sure there's something there. Yeah, I thought there was. Upon his initial arrival to Avernus, that is close to where he had arrived, and he would tell you that there was wreckage of a very large, I guess he would say structure? Wouldn't know actually what it is. To the far east of the Fields of Fire, which was interesting to him, but he was kind of focused on murdering Tiamat. Yeah, that thing that's being pointed at.
Well, I mean, okay, that sounds interesting. Maybe we'll check it out from the other direction if we can cross from on the map over here towards this way, and thusly limiting our time in witnessing and being
Tornado.
victim. Yeah, fire tornado. I'd love to see it. Would hate to see it up in person. You know, it's one of those things.
Fair enough. There is less field of fire tornado, but there is still fire tornado around that thing, so you'll probably have some fire tornado to go through, just not days of fire tornado on foot.
Days of flaming tornadoes. Run.
Feels
Run,
like, yeah.
fly.
feels bad. Alright, so have you decided on a direction yet? I actually still don't know if we have. Are you going the long way, avoiding the demon?
I thought we were going like up that one way and then across the short path of the
Yeah,
river.
I would think we're trying to avoid the.
Okay.
We're trying to avoid this
Cool.
flying spaghetti monster.
Do we want to swing over here to this other thing, or do we want to wait on that until we come back down?
We can come back down to
Over
that.
here?
From the sounds of it, he
Yeah.
said that sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Dang.
It sounded
I
like
think
they were
it's
like
dangerous, and it's sealed. I don't know if you have a way to get in. It's a very big stone door.
Okay.
It
fell
opened for
is
the
not-
guy, but
Well, if we see the guy, we'll ask him how to open it, and then we'll head back. How about that?
yeah, I don't care about that. I'm more interested in when you all are going for Archon. Are you sure you don't want me to stay here?
I mean, would you want to stay
like,
here?
I mean, if you're going to Archon, I'm very interested in going with you. If you're not going into Archon, I don't know.
I assure him we're definitely going to Archon. We just have to stop by and pick up a few things first.
Okay. Got it. Okay, he'll come with you. It's a little more reluctant than he was before. He seemed very interested when you're going straight to Archon, but now it sounds like you're planning a magical journey across
Yeah,
the entire world. So
we gotta go. We gotta do this quest chain.
okay.
Chamber chain.
Well, with that, the party begins their journey northeast, followed by east. On the Mila, we... Oh, so you're not gonna... This is gonna take about...
That's a good. Yeah, we should
It's,
probably.
it's a long journey.
Yeah, it's gonna take a week or so. Shit,
Well, let me actually see how long.
That's 4 days.
like a week just to go up, and then a week just to go over. I think.
Yeah, like 30 was 4 days about.
Is that right? Oh, 30 is 4 days. Then on
So
foot.
yeah, it's about 8 days on foot.
Oh, then it's just 8 weeks. Good.
Ish.
But that's just. Yeah, that's just to get here. But...
Yeah, that's just to get to the river edge. Okay. On to Mila. On to Mila. I would like for you to give me 8 wisdom saving throws, please.
8 wisdom saving throws. This is some horseshit.
Drop them
All
on
right.
me.
You're gonna be next to Edmund now, though.
3,
Well,
yes.
I will.
4,
I will have to make a
5.
determination.
6.
Are we
7,
saying this is over the course
8.
of 8 days?
Yes, this
All right.
long journey.
I'm
That's
on one of the evenings. I got something else I want to do that I'm sending you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, secrets are no fun.
Secrets are for the son.
Secrets are for the DM, son, is what you said.
Yeah.
Secrets are not fun. Secrets are for the DM side. Yes,
Ooh,
I like this.
I will. This is not going to be an answer for tonight, Alex.
Okay, no problem.
But it will be an answer, and it will be a spicy one.
Oh,
No.
and before
Excellent.
we leave from here specifically, since it's time restraints, I do need to send a message to somebody.
All right, let's do
So
that.
I'm gonna roll. I actually am not sharing with the party what message I'm sending. So
Everyone's doing secrets. I love secrets.
less of a secret. I mean, sort of.
We're gonna end on a cool cliffhanger though, due to your poor saving throws.
Oh Jesus Christ! Go ahead with the cliffhanger. I'm gonna roll the 1d100.
This will happen on day 3 in the middle of the day.
Sweet.
It's finally happened, boys. What's the? Okay, yeah, you didn't roll. What is it? 95 or higher is bad. You're good.
think so.
The 5% chance to if the person's on a different plane. Who are you? Oh, you didn't tell me. Are you sending it to your mom?
No.
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, I guess
message me.
over 8 days this will be interesting, but yeah.
Well, this is going to be on day 3. So if you're casting this on day 1, I'm not going to give you the cliffhanger until you tell me what you're doing for your message. It's important.
Oh, okay. One moment, because I have to write that shit up. But
Yeah,
seriously,
sorry. It's kind of important because this is happening on
a
day 3. It might be relevant.
Actually,
Actually, if you tell me who it's for, I can tell you if it's relevant. And then we
okay.
can just do it.
Well, I mean, now that I read her, Ruth. It's for Ruth.
Okay. For Ruth, it won't be relevant. And it's not going to change this, but I mean, it could be relevant to you in character. I'm just saying it's not relevant to the cliffhanger. Cliffhanger!
All right.
Prepare yourselves, boys. Day 3, middle of the day. You're kind of riding on Demon Grinder and on your broom.
No, we're on foot, right?
Oh, that's even worse. Holy crap, I forgot you don't have Demon Grinder. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, day 3. You're walking on foot from the northeast. Actually, no, hold on, I have to check this. It would be from the west. From the west, a large flying structure appears to be moving towards you very quickly. Around the structure, in the air, there are several devils flying in the sky. The structure looks like it's about 400 feet tall and about 200 feet at its widest point, but it's kind of like a triangle shape, and it tapers up from a low point to a high point. It's kind of like a flying upside down triangle to give you a visual.
Like a pyramid?
Kind of, except it's more, you know how triangle type, isn't it equilateral where triangle or a pyramid, like, it's kind of, most of the angles are kind of similar in size. This is kind of more of an acute triangle, where I think acute's the one with a very narrow triangle, right? Like if I did it like this with my hands, so you guys can
That
see.
sounds right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I used to know my geometry. But yeah, it's kind of more like a flying spike, so to speak.
Yep, I get what you're. Yeah.
And it is kind of going straight towards you all, and it's going way faster than you're moving at this point. I forgot about the fact that you're on foot, which, geez, that's really bad. And in the sky, on the edge in the distance, atop this triangle thing, looking down at you, you see a large creature with black wings staring down at you from about 500 feet in the sky. And that is where we're going to call it for the evening.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hey.
Thanks, everybody. Next week on Descent into Avernus. Brr, 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 brr.